Oops, I almost turned on the karaoke microphone instead of the regular one. That would have been interesting. Especially because I don't have a filter on it. Okay, so first things first, I literally just did this right now because I'm negligent like that. I think I mostly, not completely, but I mostly fixed the mouth tracking. I had the mouth open parameter set too low because when I was testing it originally, I wasn't doing it like with the voice and stuff. I was just like mouthing without saying anything because talking to yourself is kind of embarrassing. Alright, debut 2.0. Since I no longer have any pressure to do anything in a certain amount of time, we can not go back to our bullshit. We can start our bullshit for the very first time by greeting everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hello Nick, hello Drew, hello Percy, hello Patty, hello Firefly, hello Keycrafter, hello Pop, hello Faye, hello Setsuna, hello Shadowfaunus Gaming, hello Lomzy, hello Poka, hello Nanoha, hello Necro, hello John Nuclear, wonderful name, hello whomever, and then hello Relax. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Hello Corinne, hello Tama, hello Dansgram, hello Big Fat Tiger Cock. Still love, I've never heard that name in my life, but it's a wonderful name. Like a 10 out of 10 name. I wonder where you got the idea. Scrolling down. Hello Chilled, hello Big Ass Gorilla, hello Magilla Shredzilla, amazing name, hello Mobmaster Mod, hello Fetster, hello, I'm just going to call you Sova because that feels like the natural nickname. Hello Fnarfnar, Fnarfar, I'm going to call you that because that seems like the natural nickname there. Hello Ace, hello Amnopsity, Amnopsity, there we go, Amnopsity. How is everyone? Hello Odintu, hello Loves to Smooch, hello Skelters. How is everyone doing today? Hello Flambarley, how are you doing today? Hello Golden Helm, how are you doing today? We are most definitely starting our bullshit for the first time ever. Okay, so now I get to do the fun part and I get to back read to see if I missed any actual conversation. So, oh yeah. Debut 2.0, let me just quickly explain this because normally there's at least one or two people who are confused and they think I'm having like a 2.0 debut. That is not what is happening. I debuted on Saturday and Patty made a very lovely clip compilation of that, by the way, if you're curious. It's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my Twitter. You can choose whichever you want to watch. Great compilation, great summary of what happened there, but that is not what debut 2.0 is. A debut 2.0 is just basically a post-debut chatting session where you talk about it, you get to things you didn't get to do during the main debut and stuff like that, okay? So if you're expecting any fancy reveals, yes, I do have one. It's not going to be what you're expecting, and I expect half the viewers to leave. But it's okay because it'll be really, really funny to me. Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes it do be like that. No hints, mods. No hints. No hints. They already know, though. Alright, what the fox say? The fox says, good morning, mother foxers. Foxers, rise up. Hell yeah. Can't watch live today, we'll be joining in spirit instead. Thank you for leaving the messages anyways, and chilling in the chat room. Thank you so much. Feels good to be back. Yeah, we've only had one other stream. But welcome back, and I'm glad you were looking forward to coming back to my second stream ever. Oh yes, I mean, oh, you run marathons, Percy, that's so cool. That's so cool. I've never met anyone in my life who does that. That is so cool. 13 miles and another 6 while waiting for the car's oil change to get done. You are a boss. You are a boss. I wish I was that healthy. Oops. Lost my spot in chat. Training when you don't even have a specific race in mind is true Chad behavior. Literally. Literally. Oh, also, sorry, this isn't related to anything, but I just like to shout out the fact that we have received 2 very beautiful fan arts, 2 very beautiful Renna fan arts. I did retweet them, but you can also just go on Twitter and search hashtag Renna art to see them. They are so beautiful. They are so beautiful. Please make sure if you like beautiful artwork, take a look at the tag, give them a like, give them a retweet, maybe a follow. A slow day, but all right, I guess. You know what? Sometimes a slow day is better than a very exciting day, depending on what the excitement is. Hope your day's been good so far. It has. It has. I was a little hungry, but Papa Kosaka very, very kindly offered to make me some breakfast sandwiches, so I had those as like a kind of brunch. They were good. They were good. Some sausage, egg, and cheese. Very yummy. Oh, there was something else. What was it? Oh yeah, I spent a couple of seconds making a new Reddit meme, and I posted that, and it's been doing really well on Reddit this morning. So I've been very appreciative of that. I definitely have no experience making Reddit memes. I was very surprised. I never spent an hour on Reddit. I just learned of it this morning. One day someone will do a 3.5 or something just to make people even more confused post-debut. You know, I would be so down for that. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but I would support them in doing that. Massive reveal incoming. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. You don't even know. Soul reveal. No. So absolutely insane. Making the clip compilation was easy. I like to think so. I like to think that I say some bullshit. Welcome back to the second stream ever. Exactly. There's never been anything before these 2 streams. Exactly. My channel was completely blank. Trust there will be more on the way. Maybe some meme stuff too. Thank you so much. You don't ever have to feel obligated to draw or make anything for me, but I genuinely appreciate it so much. If you do. Thank you so much. Just the thought means so much to me. Yes, our 2 wonderful fan artists are Alomzi and Poka. Amazing artists, so good, so good. Hope us Foxers won't ruin your day. Well, it depends. It depends. I don't really trust you guys not to get on your bullshit sometimes, but we'll see. We'll see how well behaved you are. Just to warn you, Reddit is insanity. Oh, I know. I'm sorry, I was joking. I'm a Redditor. Unfortunately, I've been a well-addicted Redditor for many years. Maybe like a decade at this point, I don't know. Good morning / night, Geta. How are you doing today? Unless you get paid, then you should feel obligated. Exactly, unless I pay you. Yo, girl, you sit with that ass? Hell yeah. That's the thing, we're always on the bullshit. And that's why I can't say that you guys won't ruin my day. Alright. I thought you were a VTuber from Indonesia. I am not Indonesian, I am Canadian. I have lived in Canada, and I have lived in America, and that's it. That's it. Mais je peux pas en français si tu aimes. But I get the feeling that most of you don't speak French and wouldn't enjoy that very much. And also my French isn't the greatest because it's Canadian French. Yes, Canada / Canada. Busy. I got stuck on a 5-month project for work and finished it last night. Congratulations. Been itching for a Renna stream. You are so sweet. I hope you've been well. Big fat tiger cock. Man, I'm not the biggest fan of long projects, but I've been there. So I hope it wasn't too tough. Ahoy, your model is so bloody cool. Thank you so much. My mama and papa did so good. The artist is, of course, Kamemesi Gogomaru. And the rigger is meow meow 00. Beautiful, beautiful work they did. Another what? Another Missy what? What? I'm just lurking, but hope your debut 2.0 is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Renna, you don't know me from anywhere else. Kosaka. Literally true, though. Literally true. I fucking love this model. Holy shit. Is this the same artist as Dokibird? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the past few... Okay, wait. I actually made a meme for this, but the past week, I've gotten some messages. It's okay. I'm just gonna show you the meme. You'll know instantly what sort of messages I've received more than once. Shit, where's my folder of memes I was working on just today? No. Oh. Here you go. This is a meme I made today to chill in my folder. I don't know if I'll ever actually post this one, but I mean, it's happened more than once. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm making a meme. I probably won't use it, but I'll have it in case it's relevant. By the way, I'm not offended. I'm not offended, but I did foresee that coming. And I actually also put a blurb about it in the YouTube descriptions for the streams, just in case. Just in case. I mean, it's at the bottom, so no one's really gonna see it, but I heard Canadia. I mean, yeah, sometimes look, I've lived in Canada for so long, it's okay if I call it Canadia if I want to. I think Canadia is cuter. The art was great. Pixel art was so cool. Yeah. Fantastic artwork. Fantastic artwork. Bad bitches get it. So true. Reddit is how I found you. Let's keep that up. Let's get more Redditors in here so I can shitpost on them in real time. And also traumatize them and or scare them out of the stream. But yeah, we are bitches that shit here. We are bitches that shit. I'm lurking, but happy debut. Thank you so much, Soma. Thank you so much. Hi, Bean. How are you doing today? Congrats on the debut. Glad I can watch live now. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're having fun, or I hope you had fun over the weekend, and I hope you're having a good day. You're Quebecois, then I very much apologize for my accent and my French, because both are shit. Both are shit. I am not Quebecois. Oh, I like the way you spelled Canadia. That was beautiful. Been here long enough to know I'm full of shit. That's okay, because we are bitches that shit. We can just shit it out. No issue. French ASMR. I mean, I could technically, but I feel like that wouldn't be all that enjoyable for me specifically with my shitty accent. You gotta listen, not hear, but listen. That's true. That's true. If you really want to fuel the fire, do the face. I don't think I can make the face, but I'll try. Wait. Something like that. Something like that. It's a little harder with my face. It's a little harder, but that's okay. The rigger was most definitely not trying to copy the Dokibird rig. They just did what works. Go back. Oh, to Reddit. I stopped using Reddit like 4 years ago. Don't make me go back. Look, Reddit is great. Reddit is great. It's the only place where I can find my centralized news. Hello, Goal. How are you doing today? Well, the art style is very distinct. I have no idea when I followed this channel, but I'm having a good time. I fear I might have found the channel through Reddit. I will not admit to using Reddit, though. Realistically, you either found it through Reddit or you found it through Twitter. I think I found you because either Kamamat or another Kamamat retweeted one of your tweets. Both have retweeted me, so either is possible. And I said this before, but I love the Kamameshi family so much. They are so sweet and so welcoming. They are so sweet and so welcoming. Like, no. I put out my shit, and the same day, I had siblings reaching out to me. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. Become one with the Reddit. I wouldn't recommend having sex with Reddit, but it's a good website. It's a good website. Not too far off, but even Doki said she can't recreate it. Yeah, that actually happened because her PC froze, right? So, yeah, it's a little tough. Although I did see some people pretty accurately recreate it. For ears, do you have super hearing? I can hear you fart where you're sitting right now, Bean. Or rather, I can hear you start to fart before you know that you're about to fart. That's how good my hearing is. That's how good it is. I'm shy, so will lurk, but hope stream goes well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you can still enjoy the stream. Thank you for joining us. It's better hear your bullshit. True, though. I found you through Corvina's Twitter. Bless Corvina. Bless Corvina. She is one of my bestest friends. She is one of my bestest friends. I love her so much. I have genuinely... Oh, sorry. I would start plugging Corvina, but here's the issue. She actually graduated. Once in a while, she steps her foot out of the grave to say hi and like a chat or something. But what a shame. What a shame. Rip Corvina. I have genuinely no idea how I got here, but the vibes are nice, so now I'm trapped. You would be surprised how often that happens. You would be surprised. Good morning, Lewis. How are you doing today? Good morning, Jagant or Jagant. Which one? You tell me which pronunciation is correct. Good morning, Potensi. Good morning, Madesh. Good morning, Dafax. Good morning, Abiyasa. Good morning, Silly Boy Tomato. How are we doing today? Good morning, Billy Based 64. How are we doing today? Okay, let me catch up on... I'm just gonna be playing, like, fucking... What's it called? You know, with the clowns and the balls, and they're tossing them, and they're catching them. I'm just gonna be juggling. Juggling the chats. There we go. Juggling the chats. Okay. So this is kind of cursed, but when I was doing like the mental image of the juggling, for some reason, instead of like actually a clown juggling balls, it was like a woman with really big boobs doing the motions with her boobs instead. I don't know why. And to be clear, I am 110% sober right now. Just so that's crystal clear. No drugs, no alcohol. Just excited to be back, I guess. Chat, does she know how to drive now? No. No. Do not let me near a car. I don't want to see you drunk ever. What's that supposed to mean? How am I gonna take you to McDonald's? I'm gonna call a fucking Uber. Love how she keeps calling it Canadia. Look, I accidentally called it Canadia during my debut, and then I was just like, you know, that's kind of a dope name. I think I actually prefer that. Indonesia is right next to Canada practically. Pretty much. Pretty much. I have fun doing it, so I'm obligated to keep having fun. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. I have no suspicion that Canadians are just all becoming VTubers. Well, our country isn't actually that big. So if you think about it, it wouldn't really be that hard to convert all of us to VTubers. And you know, I think my father, Papa Kosaka, I think he would make a great VTuber. Like a boomer tuber. He might get banned from YouTube when he says a little too much because he's still a boomer. But he loves to entertain. And in the future, he had said that he would like to come onto my stream and do karaoke. Papa Kosaka said that he would like to sing karaoke for you guys. And let me tell you, Papa Kosaka, he puts on one hell of a fucking show. He doesn't just sing. It's like a live performance. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. He'll get you guys singing too, even if you don't want to. Don't forget, you live in our hearts too. Affectionate cringe, true. I like to think that I live rent-free in your guys' heads, but in like the bad way. So how many of the 4 ears are real and functional? All 4 of them. All 4 of them. I have fox ears and I have elf ears, and I'm a fox elf. A fox elf. Now I've received questions like, what is a fox elf? And my answer is very simple. It's me. I'm a fox elf. So I'm not going to explain further because I actually got a Morrow that asked about that further, and we can get into that then. But we're gonna do the Morrows at the end of the stream to give you guys time to, if you want to fill out the Morrows, do that. Oh, which reminds me, I did not link it in Twitch. I'm sorry. Let me do that real fast. That was rude of me. Just a second here. There we go. That's better. Manually unpinned. Okay, there we go. I am so sorry, guys. That was so rude of me. I can't believe I did that. Scamming the Twitch viewers. During my Fabrication 2 class in college, I had to make a handrail by myself because my partner was busy during the time. I mean, I can't imagine any particular of that stuff being easy to do. But I'm even more impressed you managed to do that on your own. Something like long, physically long like that. 10 out of 10, Renna. I wish there was a way for me to know the context of some of these messages. But by the time I get to them, I can't. I'd say Dokibird has 2 big differences, but I don't know after the sports bra update. True, though. And yeah, I saw that. And I've seen some of the memes. The memes about her booba. You do have a ton of VTuber sisters. Love your artist, mama. I do too. Oh my goodness. Kama Messi is just a god tier artist. So fantastic. And honestly, for how amazing their art is, you would also be really shocked at how fast they work. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think from start to finish, like from draft to model, it was only like a month. I don't know how they do it. I don't know, but I'm very impressed. I wish I was that talented at something. Dokibird, the yellow Renna Kosaka. Oh no. Oh no. Dokibird be like, who the fuck is that? I would like to inform I am not Doki Gone Furry. True. There's Canada and then there's Canadia, the land of VTubers. Perfect. Did I say hi to you, whomever? Did I? If I didn't, hello, whomever. How are you doing today? Just a testament to Kamabesi Go-Go's great style. Yes, very distinct, but also very different, each design. Like, if you look at the faces specifically, where's my... Okay. If you look at the faces specifically, look into my eyes, They put so much effort into making each of their children's faces look unique to them, that I am just so impressed. The mouth shapes and the eye shapes, like the eyes themselves, but also the eyelashes. The eyelashes are always different and always unique. They do such a good job. Does this include furry? What do you mean? What do you mean, does this include furry? Like, if you're a furry, are you welcome here? Yes, you're allowed. Of course. Did you miss anything? Probably. Probably nothing important, though. Have a good stream. Gotta head out for the day for work. Glad to stop by. Thank you so much for stopping by. But we need to hear the French judge. I said something in French and it was bad. She's pong. True. Good morning, XK9. How are you doing today? You look more eager than surprised. Probably true. Looks like you heard some juicy gossip instead. Good morning, Klein. How are you doing today? Oh, yeah, that is Steph a gossip face. Well, I do like my dramatic Reddit posts. That's true. That's true. It's honestly well done. They did fantastic. I found you through a friend who shared your Twitter. Ooh, I wonder who that was. I wonder who that was. I found through Discord crosstalk. That's surprising. That's surprising. They were talking about me on Discord. Ooh, that's fancy. That's fancy. I hope they didn't say anything too bad. I was pleasantly surprised to see Icy in your debut chat. That's rad. Icy is so amazing. She is so kind and so sweet. And you know what? I can actually shill Icy because she isn't graduated. Icy Snowpaws. She is so good. She is so kind. If you like ASMR, check out Icy. She has her 2.0 debut on August 2nd, and she will actually be using a brand new Kamameshi design starting on August 2nd. So if you've been looking for more Kamameshi siblings, she's right there. She's right there, and she's fantastic. She is so sweet. She is so sweet. I love Icy. Rex said it is good. If you say so. I just accepted your channel found me. You know, sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes it do be like that. Good morning, Vito. How are you doing today? If you can hear it ahead of time, please warn me if it's a fake part. Yeah, okay, we're gonna call that the shart alert. And as soon as I'm not gonna say who I think is gonna shart, but if my shart senses tingle and I feel that someone is going to shart if they attempt to fart, I will just say shart alert with no context, okay? So it's your guys' job to remember that and what that means. And then you guys can fight amongst yourselves to figure out who's about to shart. Shart alert. Say it's fine. Alright. I will do my best to remember that. I may forget it a few times, but keep reminding me and eventually it'll work. Good morning, Phalian. How are you doing today? Clown ball tossing. True. Coolest model. Thank you so much. Also, good morning, Gunzellen. How are you doing today? Excited to be back for the first time. True. Can't wait till the driver's license test stream. No. We may someday do like a VR racing stream where I am attempted to be taught how to drive it, but it's not going to be fun. Okay, not for me, maybe for you guys, but I will warn you right now how it's going to end. We will just be stuck inside the wall for like the whole fucking stream. Who's gonna stop you calling it from Canadia? The police if I'm not lucky. Good morning, Ronan. How are you doing this morning? Foxy Boomer Tuber debut. So true, so true. Papa Kosaka karaoke. I know you guys would love that. Trust me. Trust me. Do you use Q-tips? If you do you use a bigger one for the fox ears? I use Q-tips for the elf ears, and I use like the animal ear cleaning pads for the fox ears. Look, maybe that would be a little embarrassing for some people, but I don't got no shame. I don't got no dignity. I just do what I need to do. You don't just live rent-free. You own my mind. She's the landlord. Good morning, Arrow. How are you doing today? It's the power of the yaoi hands. I don't have yaoi hands. I have delicate hands, actually. Imagine being good at something. Not me. Not me. Her outfit is insane, especially with how many outfits some of them have too. Yeah. Yeah, really. And I would like to join that lineup of Kamameshi siblings with multiple outfits. Someday. We're gonna spend our time slowly enjoying things as they are for now, though. The parent's touch is very clear across each one, but the uniqueness is there too. Exactly. It's the Ash Ketchum cheek marks that stand out to me. Yeah, that is also one of their trademarks. I almost pointed that out, actually, and I was just like, eh. You don't just look like Doki or Daya with a blue wig and fox ears. I like that individualization. Exactly. A lot of work is put into making each sibling's face unique. And I would show I would show it again. But something else I like that I think makes me stand out is the boob mole. Hell yeah, the boob mole. Actually, that's just, I asked for that specifically because I just think it's always a unique touch. I like when you have like the really clean anime art styles, and then just here there you have like a secret mole that only the people looking for it notice, and then the rest are like, oh, really? Why were you looking there? I think that's pretty based. Good morning, Yayo Max. Good morning, Kale. How are you doing this morning? I still got like a 92 on that handrail project, which is wild. You got a 92 because you soloed it. I saw you on Reddit. Yep, and trust me, I am working on pissing out so many memes that we're gonna start a shit, what's the word? Not a trend. Start a habit of posting them like pretty much every day. We're working on it. And by we, I mean just me. No one helps me make the memes. Those are authentic memes only. Don't worry. Sometimes I steal memes, but like just the templates. And then I paste my face on them. Mark in your calendar. Wait, for what? It's so hard for me to keep up with the context sometimes. I'm gonna place bets on who the future starter will be. Boob moles peak, exactly. Oh, you didn't notice? You didn't notice? I don't want to get heated from Twitch, but if you're genuinely curious, I have the full design sheets posted to Twitter. So if you just go to the Twitter and you go through like the images or the media tab, it's like right at the bottom. It's right at the bottom. Good morning, Manugatsuri. How are you doing today? Alright, now back to catching up with the other chat. Poor Uber guy. He can deal with it. He can deal with your guys' bullshit. Clipper instincts are tingling at the thought of me being drunk. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think me sober and me drunk is all that different. I think the main difference is just that I laugh a lot more. And I already laugh quite a bit, so. Is there really a difference? I don't know. Canadia is the better name, just like Helvetia for Switzerland. I didn't know that was like a potential name for it. That's cool. That sounds pretty. I do indeed know a certain VTuber girly that wish she knew more Canadian B-boobers. Oh, is it Vienna from your emote or like someone else? Or was that just like a coincidental emote? Can't wait to meet Papa Kosaka. I can wait for that, but it will inevitably happen. Papa Kosaka is gonna bring the tribal singing. He's gonna do something. It's okay. Don't worry, both chats are almost caught up now. And once they reach full parity, then we're good. That's Sonic Fast. Yeah, really. I don't see ear holes for the fox ears. Are you sure they are functional? Absolutely. Trust me. Shard alert. Love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. That is one of the truest things I've ever seen. Thank you for that. If I didn't already have the Maros pinned, I would pin that to the top of Twitch chat. Words to live by. Thank you so much. Always enjoying good. Okay, I'm being called on Discord. Someone like, all right, thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Love to meet the family. Trust me, we're getting there. To me, what makes you stand out the most is you're a pizzler. Oh no. Need a piss counter? Oh no. Oh, man, you know, I was warned about making the piss jokes, but I just, it's like a toxic relationship. They just come back to me and then it just happens to come out of my mouth, and Piss. Anyways. Renna Kosaka trademark. Yeah, Vienna mentioned she would love knowing more Canadian libraries. Ooh, I did not know that. I didn't know she was Canadian, actually. That's news to me. No, not Helvetia. It's more like Helvetia. Oh, okay. My bad. 3 digits in a single stream. Okay, if I was pissing that often, I would just go to the fucking hospital. Holy shit. Is that the same for penis fencing? No. I think everyone just accepts that penis fencing is part of who I am. Which is good, because it is. It's very important to me. That formed like... Oh, what's the word? It formed like a key memory in my middle school years. Wait, was it middle school or high school? It might have been high school. I don't remember. But, yeah. In like middle or high school, we were in biology. Oh yeah, it was definitely high school. And, okay, so biology class. And they were like, okay, you guys will pick an animal from this list. And then you will write something interesting about it. And I was like writing about tapeworms and penis fencing. At least I'm pretty sure it was tapeworms. I don't think all tapeworms penis fence. But I'm like 99% sure that's what I was writing about. Penis fencing tapeworms. Very, very amazing. And I also remember thinking at least one point during the project, you know, those tapeworms, they're actually kind of cute. I mean, I would be scared of them. I would never willingly host a tapeworm, to be clear. But just for a moment, I thought, yeah, it's kind of cute with the little face. Do you think you say piss or shit more? Probably shit more, just because of how versatile it is. She's also a Canadian boomer. She's a farm girly. That's a vibe. I did not know that. Can't believe we have tapeworm hate in the Reddit chat. Whoa. Who's hating the tapeworms? Who is doing that? I bet Papa Kosaka is a cool guy. Don't say that to his face. Don't say that to his face. It'll get to his ego, and that'll be hell for me specifically. Good morning, Cadis. How are you doing today? Canada must be neighboring something like Exardia or something. What's Exardia? I wonder if she wore headphones, would they be on top of the ears or the bottom ones? Okay, here, this is kind of fucked, but what I'm thinking is I would wear headphones on the elf ears, and then I would have like ear pods for the fox ears. Otherwise, I would just be hearing the music only through half of the ears, and that would be messed up. That would be really messed up. I can't even imagine that. But I want like sound parity between both pairs of ears, otherwise that's too confusing. Did I not hear Renna not say she wants to host a tapeworm? Look, no. I don't hate them. I just feel that they're better, warmer stomachs that they could live in. Not mine. Sorry, not stomachs, bowels. Intestines. Yeah, there we go. Tapeworms banned in competitive penis fencing? No, they're allowed. Note to self, praise Papa Kosaka when he's on stream. Don't encourage him. Please don't. Phone goes to both ears. True. Like the phones in Uma Musume, but like I have two phones. It's like a special phone with like two outputs, so I have one on each side of the head. Have you seen the Uma Musume anime? They have really long phones. Yeah, no, we're only a couple of episodes in, but we have been watching the Uma Musume anime. Good shit. I've been really enjoying that. And may the piss be with you. Thank you so much. Where did the jokes come from? What, the piss jokes? I don't fucking know. It just... Look, bad jokes, they're like an STD. You're just fucking around, and that you're voice crack. You're just fucking around, and then you catch one, and you can't get rid of it. What do you fucking do, huh? Sorry, that was kind of fucked up. Penis fencing is a core memory. Never thought I'd hear that sentiment. Look, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But some things just stick with you. Good morning, Zero Senpai. How are you doing today? Don't slugs do that too? I didn't know that. That might be true, because they do kind of look tapewormy, so probably, yeah. Echidnas, do they piss from all 3 peepees? I didn't know they had 3 peepees. They do? That's kind of based. Is it snails? I don't know, but I could see it happening with any of them. Can we get a new Musume stream? We are having one on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. 10:30 a.m. Eastern. I started that. It was supposed to be at 11 a.m. Eastern, but then I realized Icy is also doing a new Musume stream the same day, around the same time, so I decided to push mine half an hour forward so that we can do our like hour and a half or whatever, and then raid into her. I think you guys will really enjoy her version of the stream. She's never played the game before, and there may or may not be an extra surprise there. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. Hello, Hover. How are you doing today? Snails and slugs both fence, if I'm not wrong. I could absolutely see that. I could absolutely see that. I wouldn't mind a tapeworm for a bit, get to a healthy weight. Look, that's not a good way. That's not a good way to lose weight. Please be careful with the tapeworms. The worms help digest the food in my stomach. Very helpful creatures. Tapeworms literally living rent-free. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you're paying them to live there with the food, huh? Do you have the long umaphone? God, I wish. Exardia is Liz Rose Blood Flame's name for the UK. That's fancy. That's fancy. Double headphones. That sounds kind of cursed. That sounds kind of cursed. Good morning, DirectTV. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is the name I'm struggling with. Crystallized team. How is everyone doing today? Good evening. I'm from Indonesia. So it must be pretty late. Must be pretty late. Thank you for joining us. But they're great for dieting. No, guys, there's no such thing as the tapeworm diet. That's not a diet. You're not eating tapeworms. The tapeworm is eating you. That's the tapeworm anti-diet. You're good, how am I? I'm doing good too. I'm glad you're doing good as well. Thank you for asking. Tapeworms are the organic Ozempic. They kind of are, but in like the fucked up way. Interesting conversations you're having here today. The VOD for debut was wild. I mean, look, as long as I don't have a video game to distract me, things tend to go off the rails really quickly. I just accepted it. Yeah, she's just like this. There you go. There you go. It's not a tapeworm diet. It's just die at that point. Ooh, true, true. Yummy worms. Look, they're not gummy worms. They're not gummy worms. All right. Finally, I can get to the second item on my chatting list. Wow, that only took an hour. Okay, 40 minutes. 40 minutes because of the 10-minute waiting screen. But you know what? Fair enough. All right. So, just some commentary on my debut stream. I was really surprised and really taken aback, and I just found it really heartwarming how much support I had for my debut stream. So just thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you were there, if you weren't there, if you watched the VOD, if you left a comment, if you were liking my posts on Twitter, Reddit, or whatever to help boost it, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Somehow, we had an average of 100 viewers on YouTube and like 50 some on Twitch at the same time. I know some of those were people watching both, so double thank you. Double thank you. Yeah, I was really flattered. I was really flattered, and I was also flattered that people who definitely have never heard of Renna Kosaka before were still gifting subs and stuff on Twitch, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys did not have to do that. Thank you so much. I've been very flattered just by I don't know, things kind of popping off because I don't know, it's just like, did I do something to deserve this? Are they mistaking me for someone else? You know, those kinds of feelings. I'm not gonna say it's like imposter syndrome stuff, because I'm a little too sorry, I'm joking. I'll preface this with I'm joking, but a little too narcissistic for imposter syndrome. No, but actually I do try to work hard. I just never expect my shit to actually do well, is all. I caught a tiny bit of it only, the debut stream, not the tapeworms. Well, I'm glad you didn't catch tapeworms. Thank God for that. Oh, how time flies when you talk about worms. True. Tapeworms really just be kicking their feet up on the table and emptying your fridge. I mean, yeah. Oh man, can you imagine that you're pregnant with a fucking tapeworm and you're eating like your favorite meal and it's like, oh my god, so tasty, and then you realize that you have a tapeworm and the worm is like stealing like 50% of your favorite food. So you're just getting ripped off. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Worldwide Renna. True. Bodily freeloaders. True. How about brainworms? Brainworms scare me. Brainworms scare me. Like, I get the brainworms in the sense that there's a thought I can't kick sometimes, but like the literal ones that eat through your brain, not a fan. Not a fan. Gotta support our Oneesan. Thank you so much. I don't know why I said that so funny. Oneesan. There we go. There we go. 'Tis the duty of the viewers to show support. See, but that's the thing. No one is ever obligated. No one is ever obligated to do anything. So you guys just do it because you can or because you want to, and that means the world to me. That really means the world to me. I can't imagine how it feels to pull the worms out. That's a good question, because I know some people don't even know that they have the worms until they shit them out. And that's really cursed. That's really cursed. Oh, pro tip. If you have cats or dogs and you see them like dragging their butt across the carpet, that usually means they have worms. And an easy way to check that is to just, you know, fucking root through their shit, because there's probably going to be like little worms in their shit. There you go. Great way to check for worms. You don't get as full because the tapeworm eats it, so you get to eat your favorite food more. It's win-win. I don't know about that, because again, you're just getting ripped off. Like, maybe your favorite food is the Big Mac because you're like the world's biggest basic bitch. Well, now you gotta eat 2 fucking Big Macs. So now you're paying twice and you're not getting as full. I don't know that that's a good thing. I really arrived at the perfect time, I see. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hello, Alcarius. How are you doing today? The idea of something writhing around in there and messing with your mind and cognition terrifies me. Yeah, it's not even messing with it. It's just eating through it. And the fact that it's eating through it is fucking you up. And you're just messed up. You're just messed up. My dog likes to drag his butt and then sniff the drag marks. He's a freak. He's pretty based. Oh, he's just like those guys who sit in front of the TV with their hand in their underwear and they scratch their balls and they sniff the hand afterwards. You know what I mean? Renna eats 2 Big Macs is lore accurate info, I guess. I didn't say I ate 2 Big Macs. I would only eat 1 Big Mac because 2 is too indulgent. Now, how much meat and food I eat at Korean barbecue, that's a different story. That's a different story. That one's a little more embarrassing. Oh, I wasn't complaining, doing fine. Hope everyone is too. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing well. What do a Renna and a tapeworm have in common? They both eat my food and live rent-free. True. True. Lore-wise, that is my official designation. I am, in fact, squatting in everyone's house at the same time and eating from their fridge. That is lore accurate. I feel attacked about the ball scratching. Look, what does the sniffing do? You don't shit from your balls. You don't piss from your balls. What are you checking for? How many Big Macs could you eat if we removed the buns? I probably could eat 2 if we removed the buns and it was just like the meat, cheese, lettuce, and sauce and onions or whatever. I think I could eat 2. Maybe we could like stack them into like a singular tower, and then I could eat them with like a knife and fork. It's kind of cursed. Or I guess I could eat it with just a fork, patty by patty. That's kind of cursed though. That's all cursed. That's all cursed. They stink, but in a good way. You know what? I can't say I've ever had like balls in front of me and thought I'm going to sniff these right now. So I don't have like any visceral memories of how balls smell stuck in my brain right now. I will take your word for it. Ball sniffing is to make sure it isn't diseased. Oh, okay. Oh no, you just think that they stink in a good way. Okay. Renna supporting men by improving ball sniffing. Look, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but okay, I'd be lying if I said women don't do something similar. No elaboration. Hello, Brack. How are you doing today? Hello, Vicaire. How are you doing today? How are you on this fine morning where we are most definitely not shitposting? Kind of hard for me to smell mine. Cannot approve or disapprove this declaration. You know what? Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be like that. Typical guy activity. He's freaking it. Is it really that common? Hello, Ika. How are you doing today? Let's eat 200 hamburgers. Okay, look. I think between all of us, including me and both chats, and by both chats, I mean everyone who has stopped in chat at any particular points during this stream, I think we could do 200 burgers. But would I individually eat 200 burgers? No. No. Gotta check if the goods are in good condition. Are they really goods if they're in bad condition? Doesn't that just make them trash? Sorry, that was fucked up. Sniff posting, true. Sniffa. Sniffa. You just woke up. Perfect thing to wake up to. It's the boob sweat, isn't it? I actually have smelled my boob sweat before. And you'd be surprised. Boob sweat does smell pretty good. It does smell pretty good. But no, look, everyone gets an itchy crotch sometimes, okay? Women just don't sit around thinking, man, I can't wait until the next moment my crotch is itchy. What have I missed? Ball sniffing. Oh no. Penis fencing and ball sniffing. Okay, that's factual. Can't even eat a burger on my own. I need mods to help me finish. Not all of us have big appetites, that's fine. The fucking Twitch censorship, man. Do we get fries? Are you gonna be hungry for fries after you eat 200 burgers? I mean, I feel like no, but if you're gonna eat them, then okay. Boobert sweat. God, we are so far off the rails. It does get like this. It does get like this. Did I miss the Barbie pool store? No. No. Amaros are gonna be at the very end. At the very end. No. No one's crotch is itchy. You're not eating all the burgers. So you're only eating the fries. Or you can eat some of the burgers and some of the fries. I'm not buying food you guys aren't eating though. We had rails. I mean, Percy made a handrail. That's kind of the same thing. I would just eat the fries, salt for days. Fries are pretty good. Fries are pretty good. Not my favorite food. I'm gonna say it, fries are overrated. I actually agree with that. I like them, but I don't love them. What do you usually do on stream, or what are your interests? Just wondering because I'm new here. I usually bullshit and shitpost on stream. Sometimes I play games if you guys are lucky. In which case, I tone it down a little. Just because I'm distracted by the game. What are my interests? Shit posting, shit talking, playing video games that make me miserable but that entertain chat, making fun of chat but in like an older sisterly way. You know, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. Who's gonna eat the fries? Whoever wants the fries. As long as someone says, I will eat all the fries, then we're fine. I just don't want any waste. Hello, Kuma. How are you doing today? Kind of wise to distract us with boob smell and ball sniffing to ignore the comment about eating the Big Mac without the bun. No. Someone's explicitly asked me in chat how many Big Macs I could eat if we removed the bun. That's what I was answering. I do like bread. I am white. Average Renna Kosaka stream. True. I have come here to get roasted. Light me up. I'm trying to think of something. Let's see. Oh, okay, I know. I mean, your name is Kuma the Cook. Just go cook yourself. Aren't you cooked? There you go. That's not even a roast. That's just a shit joke. I thought you were my mom's friend. Which one is it, huh? Both. I'm very older sisterly, and I also happen to be your mom's friend. Which also means I know all of your little dirty secrets, specifically the embarrassing ones from your childhood. Like when you open the fridge, turn around and shat in it when you were a baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift subscriptions, Kuma. You know what? We take those. Thank you so much. I thought you declared you eat it without the bun. No. I like the Big Macs with the bun. Bully Dash, she's an educator of penis fencing. Well, that too. You're eating the fries, simple, you volunteer. Okay, you don't have to die from dehydration, but I mean, if that's your preference, I guess I won't stop you. You can eat 10 hamburgers by yourself. Damn. Always have room for fries. Okay, you two can tag team the fries. There's a 6-pound cookie challenge I want to try. So here's the thing, Percy. You train for marathons. The rest of us train for lying in our beds. That is the big difference between us and you. Your body is like professionally trained for this shit. The rest of us, we should not be doing that. We should not be joining any hot dog eating contests. Also, okay, yeah, just a warning, because I read this the other day on Reddit and I fully believe it. And since I learned this, I've been telling people every time I catch them eating a hot dog. Hot dogs are so shit for you that they take like 3 minutes off of your life per hot dog. So here's my recommendation. Disclaimer, this is not a real recommendation, this is a joke. If you have any leftover hot dogs, maybe instead of eating them, just put them in your butt or something. I don't know. It's better. It's better to do that than to waste the 3 minutes off your life per hot dog. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But if I hadn't read that, I would want you guys to know that I enjoy eating cold hot dogs. They are fully cooked, by the way. It's perfectly safe. But either way, after reading that, I don't think I can bring myself to eat another hot dog. 6 pounds of cookies, Jeebus. True. Bread tier list when? I would need to get a bunch of different bread samples because I can't do that off the top of my head. That sounds expensive. Did Mom tell you about the piss drawer? Yes, she did. She did, actually. I'm supposed to put flaccid cold meat on my butt. I supposed to is a strong word. I'm just giving you one alternative to having the hot dogs in your fridge and then digesting them. Because that's not good for you. That's not good for you. They didn't say anything about what else you could do with them. That's all. That's all. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich increases your lifespan by a scientific study. I've never heard that, but I used to eat a lot of those when I was a kid. They do taste pretty good. That'll shorten your life more. I was making dipper cookies. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Well, wait, don't say that on stream. I don't think she wants to live it down at this point. True, though. True. Ooh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subscription feeling. Thank you so much. Penis fencing is love. Penis fencing is life. maybe I can make like a shirt that says that, and that can be like, thank you so much for resubscribing, Virgil. I mean, subscribing for the first time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Oh, yeah, so, sorry. I was gonna say, maybe I can make a shirt and we can make that a piece of merch. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna steal your guys' ideas and monetize them. Please don't make it merch. But you guys don't want to wear shirts that say, penis fencing is love, penis fencing is life, and then it's just like, okay, you guys know that one emoji? And it's just like, dick. And it's like, I think it started with the Hoyoverse games. It's just like the chibi with like the tail between the legs, but like stiff like a cock. That. You don't want to wear that. You don't want to wear that in public? I don't understand. I don't understand. I leave for a month and you all become more unhinged. I'm so happy to be back. Mood. Eat more hot dogs? No. I fucking love hot dogs. Yeah, right? So what you're saying is if I eat enough it doesn't work like that. Thank you for the resubscription, Patty. Thank you so much. Ooh, for the two primes. 2 primes in a row. Thank you so much, Legal Cyrus. Thank you so much. Between that and the fecal matter in the meatballs, what am I supposed to eat at IKEA? There's shit in meatballs? Fuck. I unironically eat a lot of meatballs. Why is there shit in the meatballs? Where? Which country? Which country? Not in Canada, right? So replace the bun with your bun. Got it. True. Poopy balls. Please, please. Please no shit in the meatballs. I eat those. Wait, so hot dogs cost money and also drain time from your life. So whatever you're paying for hot dogs has an extra value depending on your hourly wage. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's exactly how it is. Pen is love, fencing is life. No, but I might hang it on my wall. See? You'd wear it. Good. I can't wear that around my kid. Tawa, your child is basically still a fetus. Your fetus can't read yet. Now, in a couple of years, will he be able to read it? Yes. But you could get like a good 2 or 3 years out of it probably, right? Would Mrs. Tama be okay with that, though? That I don't know. I imagine probably not. Wow, 3-month wait, how did that happen? Yeah, good question. Very, very strange. Very strange. There's horse and meatballs. Thankfully, not the ones I eat. Thankfully. I would feel bad eating the Uma Musume's. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, David. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. 50 subscriptions. 50 subscriptions on the Twitches. Hell yeah. For this very cursed stream. If the people at work heard what the fuck is playing in my earbuds, they would ban me from society. You know, right now I'm staying with my parents and the walls are very thin, so I just constantly have a fear that someone's gonna come downstairs and hear exactly what I'm saying. This is a real fear of mine. No, it was a little scandal on some local IKEAs in Europe. Okay, so it was just people being gross and not washing their hands, is what you're saying. I gotcha. Never watch Renna in public. I would not recommend it. Horses are where the Uma Musume go when they lose. You mean the glue factory? We don't talk about the glue factory. IKEA meatballs were always good. I've never lived anywhere near an IKEA, but I have heard that the Swedish meatballs are very delicious. But other parents can read. Shit, okay, good point. Good point. They might think you're a freak. Honestly, the stuff people at my work say is way worse. Where the fuck do you work? The Comedy Network? Just playing go to the speakers at work. Oh my god, you're traumatizing passersby. That's fucked up. Is that why it's called hot doggy? Well, actually, yes. Hot dog eating contest, but instead of using your mouth. True. Do you sing? God, I wish. I wish I could sing. I can only shitpost. I can only shitpost. But like a long-term goal of mine is to be able to sing not shittily. But I'm kind of old, so we'll see how that pans out. It's like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. Or an old fox in this case. If you had Yum Burgers from Jollibee, their meat are basically the same as IKEA ones. So we have Jollibees in Canada and in America, and I have been in the vicinity of them before, but I've never had the chance to have Jollibee, and it kind of tilts me. Because I very explicitly want to try Jollibee. But the opportunity just never seems to work out. Very depressing. You need to get yourself to an IKEA. It's the best place on earth. Those are strong words. Those are strong words because I thought the best place on earth was a cat cafe. I haven't been to one, so I guess I can't really say either way, but I just feel like that would be like heaven on earth. especially when you find cat fur in your food. Try Jollibee, it's good stuff. I want to. It just never seems to pan out, and I don't have one locally. I hate it. You can do it, Renna. Singing is just a lot of practice, and I do. I do practice when I can. I watch, like, tip videos. I try to do, like, vocal exercises when I remember. I should really be doing those before streams, actually, because I know it helps. And you can hear me do the voice cracks sometimes. That's because I didn't do the warm-ups and I forgot. But, you know, I know some stuff. It's just getting there, learning how to make things sound good with my voice, kind of. It's getting there. We're working on it. So we need to buy you a voice coach. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, John. Thank you so much. Think you got a good voice for rapping, if not singing. I kind of feel that too. Actually. I just feel like by default, when you have like a voice in my range, it probably sounds better rapping than singing. But I'm also just like, look, I'm an old white lady. There's just something about the mental image of me rapping on stream that I don't know that I can take seriously, and I don't know that you guys would be able to take seriously. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe some Nicki Minaj or something. Time to go to Canada. IKEA food is actually a banger. AKA she sings in the shower. I don't sing in the shower because the walls are thin. I sing when there's no one downstairs. Have Jollibee, it's good. I want to. Filipino fast food, that sounds so fucking dope. It's just like, I just think it is very random that it ended up spreading across the world, and I'm so down for that. And also I want to have the fried chicken and spaghetti combo. I mean, you can always get Papa Kosaka to teach you. I think he might be one of the last people I ask for suggestions. So no Gurren Lagann cover. I haven't seen that, so probably not. Are you in a basement? I actually am. It's a finished basement. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. What the fuck? Yo, huh? Eat your vegetables type shit. Yeah. Rapping about that one guy who commissioned the artwork of the white ladies at the grocery stores buying Wonder Bread. Yo, that's hype basement dweller. She's the basement dweller. Great. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just fucking lied. Just what I wanted to be called. Best place on earth is a big comfy bed. I mean, that's also valid. It's close, but honestly, IKEA wins. Natural voice is better sometimes. I mean, this is my natural voice. Unless you were saying something else, I don't know. Old white woman rapping, let's go. See? See, when you guys say that, I can't take it seriously. Renna rap, become the next Eminem. Somehow I don't see that happening. You haven't seen Gurren Lagann? I recommend you for your time. It's really nice, simple anime. So I haven't seen it, but I've been spoiled on just about everything. I don't know. So there was a bunch of anime I was interested in when I was younger, but I didn't really have a way to watch it. So I would just hear about it secondhand and then end up with like the entire plots just ruined. And that's one of those animes, and so is Angel Beats. Never seen Gurren Lagann, never seen Angel Beats. Know pretty much the whole plot because it was spoiled. It could be worse. She could be British. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. No, it's already pretty bad because I'm part French. I'd be offended if it wasn't accurate. True. She hasn't seen Gurren Lagann. I have not. That's a shame. Well, could be way worse for things to get spoiled on. Yeah, I guess. Watch Gurren Lagann for the animation, not the plot. That's fair. That's fair. It could be worse. She could be French. Oh god. Oh, who did I marry in Rune Factory? I don't know. You must be psychic. You must be psychic. I married... Okay, shoot. The dickless guy. Too long. Look, I play with the volume really low, so it's hard for me to hear the exact pronunciation of his name, so I'm sorry if that was wrong. But yeah. Yeah, the French is worse. As a Swiss native then, I half hate you. Fair enough. Fair enough. The British make good music and that would be it. It could be worse. She could be a fox elf. Oneesan. True. True. That would be nasty. That would be nasty. I would have karaoke stream. You would not like that. Good morning, Fang. How are you doing today? I'd recommend Gurren Lagann too. Pure hype and filled with hope. You know what? I do have pretty basic bitch tastes, so even if I was spoiled, maybe I would enjoy it. Because I also liked Darling in the Franxx from the same studio. Okay, no, that was a collab, and it got kind of fucked up, but I still enjoyed it. Who up bitch like herpes? It could be even worse. She could be yeah. I know. Anti-British sentiment, SMH. Don't worry, people hate the French more. Even the French hate the French. Can't confirm. Me specifically, no. But I've seen some shit. Future watch party? Maybe. Mayhaps. Is Darling in the Franxx, if it was good? Are you asking if it was good or if it is good? Or are you saying it's good? Sorry. See, I really liked it, but a lot of people did not. I think the main thing that people didn't like was the ending. I won't spoil it. The ending and just like the second half, they did not like. Personally, I didn't mind either. Renna, you did pick up on all the innuendo in Franxx, right? Yes. I do not like... I don't inherently shy away from anime where there's like, what's the word? Metaphors. I don't inherently shy away from anime where there's like metaphors for realistic things. And yes, one of the metaphors in Darling in the Franxx was like, you know, like a teen sexuality and teen pregnancy and stuff like that. Kind of spoilers, not really spoilers. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I wasn't watching it as like an ecchi or anything. It's not an ecchi. Is it? I don't know. But it's a story that explores certain topics. And in that sense, I won't say it's like fully accurate or amazing or anything, but I appreciated that they tried to cover a tougher topic that a lot of people are afraid to address. I need to be careful how much I say because I unironically don't want to like spoil it. Because I almost said too much. Not really ecchi compared to others of that genre, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling. That's kind of my feeling. I didn't really feel like it was supposed to be particularly titillating or anything like that. Okay, the very end was good. Everything leading up to that in the second half was dumb. I think that's the general sentiment. The entire plot of Franks is just the Japanese government shouting "have sex" from off screen. I mean, yeah, probably. I watched Darling, was not really good, hated the side girl, and oh my god, the ending. Yeah, see, a lot of people did not like it, and that's fair. I didn't hate it. It wasn't my favorite anime, but I enjoyed it for what it was, which was an anime original, which is really tough. There are very few good anime originals. Although I do admit Franks has some banger merch designs, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. Darling in the mid-Franks. I'm saying Gurren Lagann is Darling in the Franks if it was actually good. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. I also liked Franks, but don't tell anyone. I don't think it was that bad. I just think it was divisive. I think it was divisive. Frick metaphor, go for interspecies reviewers. It's really hilarious. I've heard about that one. I've heard about that one. I've also seen some GIFs and it's... well, that one's pretty porny. I didn't mind, but I understand the criticism after looking through the reviews. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. That's kind of my thoughts on it. I can absolutely understand why other people didn't like it, but me personally, I did not mind it at all. The only Franks I like are the ones that belong in Japan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Didn't we just go over this? Are you trying to die? Why you don't eat those. Don't eat those Franks. You can eat Frank's red hot sauce. That's fine for you. That's fine. If you drink it, you might get an ulcer, but who the fuck's doing that anyways? Studio Trigger is famous for every single one of their shows going completely off the rails. It happens every time. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually reading about people saying that while Franks was still airing, so I think I was just mentally prepared for it. Frank's second half is like another anime altogether. Honestly, it kind of is. Kind of is. I just didn't hate either. I've never watched the series. All I know, when I watched it after the 100th anime on list, it'd be peak. That's fair. Second half of Frank's feels like a rough draft that A1 just ran with. I remember hearing, and I don't know if this was true or not, that the two studios that were working together didn't really get along. And that was causing some friction during production. And then that's kind of why season 1 and season 2, or like core 1 and core 2, feel like different shows. Because of the conflict there, to some degree. To some degree. I remember the bit where the boy got cucked. Okay, that may have happened. That may have happened. So what's your opinion on GFL, Punch and Grey Raven, or Arknights? I like all of them, but none of them are my main gotchas. I'll play them from time to time, but my main gotchas are Uma Musume and Honkai Star Rail. Interspecies reviewer slaps 9 out of 10 is a comedy, 8.5 on the Jorkable scale. Whoa, that's pretty high on the Jorkable scale, I have to say. Kill la Kill is not better with going all out at the end. Yeah, I watched Kill la Kill when I was much younger. Funnily enough, I don't think I'd be able to watch that nowadays, but when I watched it at the time, I really enjoyed it, and I don't know, I thought it was really interesting. Also, it had really fucking good music. I still listen to Blumenkrans sometimes. Good song. I've heard that the Franks issue was partially because they expected to have another season before getting told, oh, by the way, you only have this season to finish it. That would definitely explain some things, and I hear that's pretty common, unfortunately. Renna still doesn't know Big Booba Nikkei is her fave. No. I also play Nikkei on the side sometimes. I actually just updated it so that I could get 2B from the Nier collab. I had to pity her, which didn't feel good, but oh well. Insert Renna, that's the weird thing to jerk it to clip here. Exactly. I need to clip that. I need to go back and clip that. That's exactly why I said it. But Kill la Kill has the best secondary character, Shoku. I'm trying to remember who that is. Because it's been a very long time. Nikkei's a leg, summer outfit on my... The transparent boob, I gotta say. The new Rappy skin. Yeah, that one's pretty skimpy. Speaking of style, did you get Saber? Not yet, but no rush. But I have been rolling for her. Good morning, Hal. How are you doing today? The best friend with the bowl cut is Mako. Okay. So we were just talking about Mako? Okay, yeah. I know her by Mako, not by like the last name. Good, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Okay, we got sidetracked again. That's fine. We haven't even gotten to the jump scare. Okay, so, like I was saying much earlier, like over half an hour ago, I was really surprised by how much support we got on debut. And I'm even more surprised, honestly, by the fact that my Twitter account is still doing well somehow. I was holding off on like retweeting things before the debut stream because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna kill my account once I start retweeting things, but it doesn't really seem like it has. So that's interesting. Or maybe the clip that Patty made just happened to be that good that it canceled it out. I don't know. Who knows? Going to lurk while I do lab work? Alright, thank you for the lurk. I can't wait to watch Renna piss herself playing horror game. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that never happens. Gonna drop to lurking shower. Alright, enjoy your shower. Don't forget your shower pants. Because obviously no one would get naked in the shower. That's disgusting. Rappy on the offensive, we love that. So true. Oh yeah, Saber's out, I need to roll even though I don't need her. I mean, do we really need anything in life? Isn't life just a series of indulgences? Or rather, would you want to be alive if you weren't indulging in things that actually make it bearable? Life is hell. Mods excessive P-talk, oh no. Naked? Ew, exactly. I never shower without my hazmat suit, of course. That's what I thought. Yeah, we need more money? Exactly. On that note, somehow we're at 2,000 followers on Twitter. What the fuck? 500 on Twitch. I think we're pretty close to 600 now. What the fuck? And we're almost at 2,000 on YouTube. What the fuck? So we have some really good milestones going that I wasn't expecting. So once again, thank you. If you're a live viewer, thank you. If you're a VOD watcher, thank you. If you're not watching this but you support me anyways, thank you. I'm not complaining, and I'll keep pushing and doing my best so that we can continue to grow as a community. Hell yeah. And just a little update on the emotes still being worked on. You will not be left with the crappy emotes that I drew myself for much longer, don't worry. Discord when? Yeah, coming soon. Where was my note for that? Yeah, I have it marked as in 1 to 2 weeks. So the reason for that is just that because I know a lot of people will watch like a VTuber debut and they might stick around for a few days or a week and then realize it's not to their taste. I'm just trying to like let things calm down and filter out a bit. Just because I think that'll make things easier. Less people to worry about getting their like Discord accounts hacked and then spamming in the server or whatever, you know. Just like a very mild amount of letting the community filter itself out so that the people who stick around can just join, and then less for us to worry about. Less work for me, less work for the mods, and by then you guys will know, yeah, I do want to join the server. Nah, I'm gonna go watch someone else. Both is fine, both is valid. It's just to save us both some time and heartache. Please strike down these YouTube emotes. We need to get monetization, and on that note, I have Thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you so much. She's filtering the real foxers. Oh, you don't even know. Oh, you don't even know. But on that note, I do have some sad news. This was further down the list for some reason. Where would I put it? Oh yeah. So, if you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. But we lost all our progress to YouTube monetization. So the only progress we have is from my debut video. So we're currently sitting at about a little less than 10% of the way to YouTube monetization. It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts me deep in my soul. But that's okay. We'll get back up there. We'll get back up there. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Hurts me deep in the soul. But you know what? These things happen. These things happen. Hi, Kos. How are you doing today? Shout out to Kos, one of my Kamameshi siblings. I don't know if I enjoy... She's kind of a piddler. You'll get there quickly, I'm sure. I hope so. I hope so. It just sucks to lose progress, but at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You're of the old piss fox girl trust. Oh, hell yeah, I hope so. All I hear is we need more yapping to reach it. That's pretty much what we're at. So we shall yap. We shall yap. We shall yap a lot. We shall... I'm not going to say get on the grind right now, but we'll get there. We'll get there. No, you got this, so thank you so much. We're going to do our best. Well, boys, you heard it. We got to get this channel monetized. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Foxers. We got to pump those numbers up legally. Legally. Not through sussy means, because that just makes it worse. Trust me, that just makes it worse. What are the goals for YouTube monetization? There's a follower goal that we already have. There's a video goal that we already have. The problem is the watch hours. We need 3,000 watch hours on the main channel to get that one monetized. And then we need 3,000 watch hours on the ASMR channel to get that one monetized. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We'll get there. War crime time? No. No war crimes. No war crimes. Good morning, ground pounder of moms. How are you doing today? Such a fantastic name. Such a fantastic name. Renna playing League One. Look. League was the big thing when I was a teenager. I played League. I played it religiously for like 3 years. Or something like that. It was toxic as fuck, and I was pretty decent at it, but look, it's been, I don't know, over a decade. I don't know how to play that shit no more. Look, I'm Renna Kosaka, your mom's best friend. I'm not Renna Kosaka, the pro gamer. Big difference there. Big difference. I love the fact the question about League follows the war crimes time question. Yeah, good point. Good point. The depths of hell. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. Good morning, Hester. How are you doing today? She's a League player and some... No. I've been reformed. I go back periodically for an ARAM or a game of TFT. Look, I stopped playing before TFT was even a thing. Like, I've actually tried to reinstall the game, and I had no clue how to play it anymore because they changed so much shit. So we pissed on Team YouTube, got it. I mean, that sounds like a crime. That sounds like a crime, so I can't encourage that. I'll rewatch the mods. Thank you so much. You guys don't have to do that, but if you do, know that I deeply appreciate it. 1K hours, right? No, 3,000. 3,000. Start watching UPS. Not if you don't want to. League has been out for more than 15 years. Yeah, it's a fucking old game. It's a fucking old game, not as old as me, but I'm sure it has its own cobwebs. Also, hello Maki, how are you doing today? If you're clean, stay clean. Yeah, I don't want to play League. Hold. What did she main is the important part. I got kind of decent at Misfortune, but she wasn't really like a top tier character or anything. I think I played a bit of Fiddlesticks. I hated Teemo. I would not play Teemo. I hated Teemo. Who else existed? Look, I'm the kind of gamer who prefers to play like female characters in games. So I think I probably mostly stuck to the female characters. I know I played Sona for a bit too. If I had a main, I don't really remember. I think I mostly just swapped based on what was needed. There are kids out there younger than League of Legends. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I mean, yes. I'm not sure if you knew this, Drew, but every day a new baby is born. League of Legends does not, in fact, hold the universe in, like, this black hole. This timeless black hole. Shocking, I know. Your brother is younger than Lee. See, yeah, babies are born every day. Babies are born every day. Shocking. I know, like, what the fuck? Hating Teemo based. Teemo was so fucking annoying. I don't know if he is anymore, but he used to be. He used to be. I was always an Ahri mainly. You know what, I tried to play Ahri, but I think I sucked, so I didn't really. I literally don't believe they kept making people after 2010. Yeah, I thought all the people factories closed down. What the fuck? Misfortune and Fiddle kind of toxic. Oh, I was definitely toxic. I was definitely toxic. I was young. Nowadays, am I toxic? Yes, but in a different way. So, fair enough. Every year at Worlds I play a little, but I haven't really played in 7 years now, I think. It's been much longer for me. That's probably for the best. As much as I hate League for all the frustration it brought me, I'm eternally thankful to it for stealing my gaming mentality, though. I think for the last little while that I played, I would just turn off chat because it was too toxic for me. Doing good, glad I could catch this genius. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. TFT auto chess is nice, low toxicity, and good for us slower aging folks. So you're saying it's good for people like me, but that's not gonna tempt me into it. This is all a clear chance for all of us to play League Foxers. Yeah, why don't you guys play League together? Leave me out of it. You guys can suffer. Fiddle support for the win. Wait, you can play him as a support? I thought he was a DPS back then, but maybe not now. Did you play Fiddle when his crow bounced? Yes, I believe so. Hating Teemo is correct. You look like an Ahri player. I know I do, but I don't think I really did. I remember dropping out of college because of League. That was almost a decade ago. League, not even once. Back in my day, Kog'Maw was the newest released champion. I played past Kog'Maw, but I do remember him. I dropped out after I hit Diamond and didn't feel the motivation to get to Masters. I wouldn't even play Ranked. I would not play Ranked. I was too pussy for that shit. Turn off chat and enjoy the game. When the Discord is out, maybe, yeah, you guys can do whatever you want there. Within legal reason. Nothing weird or sussy, but like, you guys can play games together. I don't care. Gotta go by. Thank you for stopping by, Madesh. Enjoy the rest of your day. When I did play League, it was almost entirely a 5-stack, so very rarely had to deal with toxic teammates. That's fair. See, I think the problem was, sometimes I would play with friends, but they were also toxic. So I couldn't really escape it. What if we escaped from Tarkov as Fibros? Oh, that's so romantic. You guys can play Escape from Tarkov and then some League. Stork stopped delivering babies after 2000. That doesn't sound correct, but I can't really confirm. Look, now that Grok is waifu material, making people wipe you over. Oh my goodness, the fucking Grok waifu is so cursed. Before League, what was the toxic game? Well, WoW was bad, but not like that, I don't think. Let's see. Toxic games. Toxic games. I don't know, maybe like EVE Online. That's kind of toxic. Good morning, Becky. How are you doing today? You heard her. We are free to be e-couples on Discord. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would be happy, in fact, if some of you guys got together and you had babies and you produced more Foxers. And then you can have your Foxers watch my streams. RuneScape, maybe? Yeah, RuneScape is pretty bad. RuneScape is pretty bad. According to that, I don't exist. Yeah. I'm sure quite a few viewers wouldn't exist according to that, actually. Rock Waifu is just Misa Death Note, but boobs. Literally that. Literally that. Also, hello Thrill, how are you doing today? EVE Online lore goes well. Yeah, every couple years, a new video about something that happened in EVE Online makes it to my YouTube feed, and I watch it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Because there's like videos about like millions of real-world dollars being destroyed in in-game assets. And I'm just like, how is this possible? Why are you holding on to that? Why aren't you selling that? You know what I would do? If I had something worth $1 million, I would sell it. And then I would fuck off. I would go live in a log cabin and no one would ever hear from me again. Okay, well, not that extreme, but you know what I mean. Toxic games. Oh yeah, TF2 and Counter-Strike. Yeah, shooters are pretty bad. Shooters are pretty bad. I actually used to play a bunch of those when I was younger too, around the same time as League. But I don't play those no more. I think I was pretty decent. Probably. Maybe. I was raised in the Black Ops lobbies. Baby's born. You hand him the fucking PlayStation 3 controller and he just starts like, gets like a six kill streak, and then that's when you know, yeah, it was worth giving birth. it was worth destroying your body. Kickball was pretty toxic. At the playground? Damn, we're going back far now. Good morning, nobody. How are you doing today? Well, my kid is in my lap watching, so 2 for 1. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We love the father Foxers in chat. And the mother Foxers, although I get the feeling that the majority of my audience is probably mostly father Foxers. That's fine. That's fine. We will work on it. I will work on convincing you why you should tell your wives and girlfriends and just female friends in general why they should be watching this stream. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of it today, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. I remember the good old days of Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Okay, well that's old. That's old as fuck, damn. CS toxicity is a gem, unlike other games. You'll fox it all? Hell yeah. Not sure if you noticed, hit 600 followers. I did not. I did not. Thank you for 600 followers on Twitch. Thank you so much. Wife, girlfriend, look. Okay, you know what? It's fine. No matter who you love, please do invite them to watch my stream so that I can traumatize them equally. I know that's not what you meant. I know that's not what you meant. But look, even if your significant other happens to be named Pamela Henderson, that's fine. Pamela Henderson can come watch the stream, okay? Legally, I'm sure Pamela Henderson is a second person. Person. Holy shit, thank you. Thank you so much for the gift subs. What the fuck? Make sure you take care of yourself first. Thank you so much. I would tell my mom, but you already know her, right? Maybe you should go remind your mom. I definitely know your mom, but just in case she forgot. Pamela Anderson. You never heard that one? Also, hello, Jack. How are you doing today? Can we peep channel analytics when we have more? Yeah. Yeah. Something I've definitely never done before, but maybe at like the end of the month or every couple months, we can peep all the channel analytics because I think that's fun. Are we talking about Naked Gun? No. Now we're at the ideal sub count. Hell yeah. 69. 69, my favorite number. One man left behind? No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Renna, you ain't the most cursed VTuber I watch, don't worry. Who's worse? Who's worse? I want to meet them. What's your mom's name then? Mama Dancegram. Mama Dancegram, of course. Infinite Foxer glitch. Exactly. Oh god, I just realized I was born the year WoW came out. God, I feel old. I'm sorry for reminding you of something so painful. I can't remember if I was born before or after it came out. I don't know. Okay, wait. WoW release year. Oh, that's like, that game's like still a fucking baby. No comment. We'll get right on that. Hell yeah, breeding. Hell yeah. Bring your entire family to watch Renna Kosaka. That's what I want. That's what I want. Whole family. The Discord is just a Foxter farm then. Exactly. Exactly. Generational viewer plans. Exactly. Exactly. First, we need to convince them to follow us. We will convince many people to follow us. I'm almost the worst. No! I'll tell my ex-wife about you, though. I'm sorry, Faye. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have Twitch opened up as well just to follow you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys don't need to feel obligated to do that, but I very much appreciate it. She knows Mama Dan, that's crazy. 14 when WoW came out. Literally playing WoW right now. That's topical. That is so topical. God, you're old. That's a mood. That's a mood. 2 years younger than WoW. That's baby. That's baby. I was already a ladies' man in the kindergarten when WoW came out. I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were. Okay, where was I on the list? Oh yes, I wanted to update you on Uma Musume, even though I haven't been telling you shit about that. I got Megiddo McQueen's fancy outfit. That made me real happy. It sucks because I had to do almost 60 pulls for it, but you know what? That's fine. 60 pulls with no 3 stars, that's real shit luck. But you know what else I have? Fully maxed out Kitasan Black. Yes. So it was worth it. It was worth it. Painful, but worth it. How's the horses? Horsing around. No glue factories in sight. Fantastic. Fantastic. Ye double chat gang. So fair and valid. Did you well? No. I reset. I was actually just like resetting accounts. So what I did, I had like a 2-week old account from release. I just yeeted that bitch. And then I started a new account to reset, and I re-rolled until I got 3 copies of Kitasan Black. Because at that point, they were giving us like 70 rolls. So I would do the 70 rolls and then reset for 3 copies of Kitasan Black, which ended up taking me like 2.5 hours. And I got those 2 copies, and I was just like, if I don't get my final 2 copies, one from the guarantee, and one just randomly from the gacha, then I'm fucked anyways. But I did. I did manage it. So hell yeah. How long did that take you? Oh my god. Over 2.5 hours. I did take like a shower in between and some breaks. But yeah. No. And if you don't know, rerolls in Uma Musume only take like 20 seconds maximum. Maybe a minute once you actually start rolling. So that was a lot of rerolls. Like hundreds. Hundreds of accounts. That's surprisingly fast. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the bits, Unomi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. They had free bonus characters to AX, but I didn't know. They did? They did? What the fuck? On that note, I'm head to the shower with my hazmat suit. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by and enjoy the rest of your day. Such a grander B-boober Renna Kosaka knows what she wants. So true, so true. See, but I was fine with throwing away the account because I had so many like newbie mistakes on it. After your debut, I was convinced to restart my account. I got 2 Kita-san and the Phoenix Tokei Teo. Congratulations, congratulations. Yeah, no, for me it was absolutely worth re-rolling. My account's now so much better. When it comes to gacha games, I was always a Hoyoverse gamer. I am too. I am too. Uma Musume is a very recent addition. I don't particularly have like a boner for Psy games or anything. I don't have the stamina for gacha games anymore. So fair and valid, bestie. 2 hours till I'm free to go home. I hope it comes sooner than you expect. I haven't gotten into the Horse Girl gacha yet, but I'm close to watching the anime at least. The anime is good. The anime is very good. It's a good mix of like funny and wholesome. They know when to put a joke. I like it. Gotta ask this to the boys in the chat. Who pulled for Saber and Honkai? Alright. Alright, Foxers. Who pulled for Saber? Put it in the chat. Shout out to Psy Games' generosity. They really went all out. I've appreciated that. I've appreciated all the free fucking 10 rolls for like farting in the right direction. Okay. Where was I on my list? Oh, did I already remove that? I must have already removed that. You did? Okay, we got 1. I pulled for Dorothy and Nikkei, my queen. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Planning on pulling Saber, but haven't logged in so long. That's not the same thing. I've been rolling for Saber. Don't have her yet. Don't have her yet. Okay, so addressing an elephant in the room. So again, if you know, you know. If you don't know, then don't worry about it. But there were some games I was playing that I wasn't quite finished. And I'm still undecided. But what I'm kind of leaning towards right now is not going back to those games anytime soon, but waiting like a couple months and then just restarting them over from the start. Because I don't know. I just feel like for like 2 of them, there was only maybe 1 stream of content left. And I would feel bad just doing 1 stream that's just the end of the game. So I feel like the best bet would just be to wait, let my memory refresh itself, or clear itself, let my memory clear itself, and then we go back to it with a fresher, stupider mind. Trust me, at least for like Portal 2, I won't remember shit. I am bad with that. I will not remember the puzzles. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm allergic to gacha, so I'll let Renna do all that on your behalf. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. I don't have the stamina for gacha games anymore, so fair and valid. Did I read that earlier? I think I might have. Did you know Saber has her own gacha? Play Fate Go today. I do that too. And it was like the first gacha game I ever spent money on. Very toxic. That's I hope so. I hope so. I feel bad about what'll end up being a pretty long wait. But I think that's going to be the best way to address it. No Saber for me. Aww. Oh, you lost the 50-50. But you could keep rolling. You could keep rolling. It's going to stay there. Seems like a good idea to be enough time for the skip button to be added to everything. Renna can take our money and gamble for us. That's an awful idea. Alright, so next topic. Working on making lots of memes for Reddit and social media. Yeah, so I decided to take streams easy this week while I ease myself into the general schedule of things. And I'm going to be working on making a bunch of memes to post on Reddit and Twitter and stuff, and hopefully getting into the swing of posting those pretty much every day. Pretty much every day. You can expect a Twitter post at least every day. But I want to put like decent quality memes on Reddit if I'm posting there every day, you know? And then once that's done, I do plan to record a bunch of like scripted shorts for YouTube and TikTok. But bear with me. I'm gonna be honest, those aren't gonna be very good. Also, watching shorts isn't good for your brain anyways, so don't feel pressured to watch those. I try not to send those to the main subscriber feed anyways, but if you do like those, well, I'll be working on them eventually. Also, at least, I feel bad about this, but a couple months ago, a friend actually gave me a script for a short, so I'd just like to give a quick shout out to Niana Spiderwolf for giving me a script for a short that I still haven't recorded and posted yet. But I will someday. Thank you, Niana. Thank you. Shit post trading arc, literally. Ooh, an FGO player. FGO is toxic as fuck. Yeah, FGO is toxic. Will maybe the characters go so hard? True. True. I just leave it installed on my phone nowadays and I don't play it much, but I'll log in for like the roles just for the satisfaction. Summer banners on FGO are killer. This year's hell on my wallet. Yeah. I don't spend on that no more. Except, okay, that's not true. Last year I did spend money on the guaranteed banner because I wanted Castoria. And it worked. I did get her. Hell yeah, bitches. I love Sabercaster, Berserker Summer, Mood. Doom scrolling shorts, yeah. Not very good for your memory, especially when you're old like me. It'll just kill ya. There's a Senran Kagura gacha now. How's the gameplay like? Isn't that old? Or do you mean like it just came out in English? Because I remember there being a Senran Kagura gacha like 5 or 6 years ago. Gonna rot my brain and watch all the shorts for the fucks. That's an awful idea. But I can't control what you guys do. Didn't know if you answered yet, but what do you feel about stupid fun collabs games like Peak and Repo? I don't know what Peak is, but I have Repo and that's fun. That's fun. I like Repo. I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, I'm down for stuff like that. But specifically, usually for collab games like that, what I do is I do not give it a mainstream slot. I do it like later in the evening on top of whatever I would have normally done that day. And that's, okay, 2 reasons. 1, because I know collab streams aren't for everyone. And 2, because most of my friends are in much different time zones and or they have work. So unlike me, they can't just fuck around in the morning doing whatever they want. Me, no life, so it's fine. No life, so it's fine. I've set myself a limit on this game. I can't spend money until I fully max out Herc. That's fair. I'm assuming you mean like Limit Break also, or sorry, Noble Phantasm also. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Peak is a silly game about climbing. Newest collab game. It's very fun and funny. Then that does sound like something I would do. Renna needs European friends for collabs. I'm working on it. We are Foxers, our brains came pre-rotted. Okay, that's true. Servers are shutting down for New Link soon, by the way. Was that the Senran Kagura game? Good morning, Black Knight. How are you doing today? No life, more stream time, for real. Unfortunately, in this case, it doesn't usually pan out that way. I like to spend a bunch of time... I like to spend more time promoting on social media than streaming. Just because I find it easier. Like, I find that streaming itself doesn't really help you grow. It's the things that you do around the streaming that help you grow. And I am definitely still in the phase where I would like to continue growing. Continue growing at like a comfortable pace. A comfy pace. I don't need to be the most popular streamer ever, but I certainly feel a need, a want to continue growing. To meet more Foxers, and to tell them to have sex and procreate to create more Foxers. You know, that sort of thing. We must grow the cult. Most of my EST streamer friends streams at 10 p.m. Yeah, most of my friends stream much later. Eastern time. Yeah, the BGM is very chill. It's just a free song. The composer credits should be in the description of whichever site you're watching. Unless I fucked up, in which case I apologize. But yeah, it's just a free song, so just anyone can download it if they like it. We'll keep reposting all the shit posts. Hell yeah. The other stuff is what brings people in. The stream is what keeps people around. Exactly. That's how I view it. Promoting as hell. To a certain degree, I agree. But I like to have fun with it. I like to make my shit posts, my silly videos. And then it makes me happy when people laugh. That's what I want. So it's confirmed we're a cult. No, always were. True marketing is half the battle, and you gotta be good at it to really grow. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I don't got no one. I don't got no one to rely on for my marketing. I just gotta do it myself, and that means digging the trenches, wading through shit, you know, to put myself out there. That's how it be. I'm not calling people shit, to be clear. I just mean social media. Social media is shit. I, for one, love meeting streamers for my work morning time slots. See, if you're an OG who's watching this at work, you were so based. My family might have tossed out my pie crust and filling for making Pop-Tarts. No! There's nothing more sad than when someone throws out your food. I once had some leftover Korean chicken, like fried Korean chicken, and I looked in the fridge to eat it for lunch one day and it was gone. I was so sad. I was so fucking sad. Make flyers of yourself advertising a septic tank cleaning business. I'm not doing that shit. No. Get Cyberlink ads. Just get Renna ads in your brain. I mean, I kind of am like a brain worm. Or at least I'd like to be. Alright. Just as I finish my second bottle of water, which is unfortunate, we get to the jump scare section of the screen. Open file location. Okay. I drew a beautiful artwork for this jump scare. But, okay. I am going to teach you guys. I did originally want to prepare a beautiful meme for this reveal, but I was advised not to, even though I thought it was really funny. But that's okay. That's okay. I am now going to introduce you, unrestricted, to the Kosaka family. Mods, get ready just in case. I don't know how it's gonna go down. All right, so we have Papa Kosaka, who's real. I don't know. Papa Kosaka is Papa Kosaka. He's funny. Yes, Discord soon. What would your catchy ad phrase be? What the fox? Why aren't you subscribed yet? So we have Papa Kosaka, who's I guess I got my shit posting from him. And we got Mama Kosaka. She's nice. She makes good spaghetti. We've got Mr. Kosaka. That's right. I feel like I've made this... No, I haven't made this clear. Okay, I'm making it clear now. This is... this is not a GFE stream, okay? I'm married. I have Mr. Kosaka. And... the real jump scare. The real jump scare. That's right. Pregante. So when I say you can call me mommy, MILFtuber, no. I'm not memeing. And here's the real reason. Here's the biggest reason that I thought it was important for me to share this with you. I could give birth on stream at any point. I'm not joking. It is, in fact, a real possibility that you guys just hear me scream, and I'm just like, oh fuck, my water broke. Okay? Is Mr. Kosaka single? No. Mr. Kosaka is not single. Anyways, I hope you like my fan art of myself, Pregante. Okay, now congrats, thank you so much. Renna's so desperate for views, she's making her own. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hello, Laval. How are you doing today? Imagine showing a child a stream when he was born. That's unironically my worst fear. That's actually one of my long-term goals that I have listed here. Don't give birth on stream. Don't give birth on stream. I do not want that. That's traumatizing. Birthday smart one. No. No. Poor Gante. True. Heck yeah, glad to know more about you. Hopefully I don't traumatize anyone too badly with that. But here's a quick point I would like to make. If you've been watching this and you thought, wow, this lady has a few screws loose, she's crazy, what a degenerate, and you're single, I just want you to know, look, I got married and I have a family. There's hope for you. There's hope for you. There's hope for me. That's all I want you to know. That's all I want you to know. Real MILF VTuber confirmed. Exactly. Giving birth stream peak content. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But thank you so much for the congratulations. Thank you so much. I already got a potential new Foxer in the oven. Someday mayhaps we will give him the name to watch, but no time soon. You know, that's actually part of the reason I chose Foxer, or like Fox, as like a stand-in for fuck, because I have a very bad dirty mouth. So I figured the baby's born, I can just replace fuck with Fox. Accidentally giving birth on stream would get a ton of people to watch. Okay, that's not good content. That's traumatizing. That's traumatizing for me specifically. I have a niece, so I guess now I have to help with baby Foxer. Aw, thank you. I'm good, just happy not to have missed 2 streams. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing good too. Foxer's panicking as Renna's water breaks. That would be horrible. Please don't happen. Please don't happen. Legit banger way to go viral. I do not. No. The clip would go crazy though. No. If Renna can get a husband, so can you, chat. That's literally what I'm saying. Husband, wife, spouse, it don't matter. It don't matter who you're into. There's someone out there for you if there's someone out there for me. Okay, but this is like an advanced spoiler, but Mr. Kosaka is significantly much more of a normie than me. Not like a full normie, but much less degenerate. So, look guys, there's hope. There's hope for you. No, every time you say sorry, chat, I have to cut this stream short. We'll think that thing is happening. No. Because if I think... Okay, so this is kind of fucked. But basically, I was talking to my doctor last week, and she was just like, okay, so it could happen at any time. But here's the catch. You might feel the contractions for an hour, and you'll have to wait an hour before you do anything, because sometimes they just go away. So that's fun. I imagine in the worst case scenario, I would still be just chilling here like, hey guys, I may or may not be giving birth. I guess we'll see in an hour how I feel. Probably not. I'd probably just end the stream at that point, but depending on my headspace, I mean, I guess that there are worse ways to wait. That's so fucked up. Man. Birth subathon. Probably not. One day you'll say water break and we'll think your water broke. Poor child already destined to be traumatized by mom's hot takes. Yeah, I'll have to be careful. Giving birthdays more. No, not happening. Imagine having a VTuber mom. Truly a time to live. Look, there are more and more mother VTubers, and I think that is so dope. I've been subtly liking posts from other mom tubers from the past few months. Just like, hell yeah, queen, pop off, pop off. But here's the real question. Will Baby Fox be on stream too? In the worst, I don't want to make like content focusing on being a mom, because that's just not really, I just don't really think that would suit me very well. But in the worst case scenario, as we're seeing how things work out, if I feel like the only way I can do a stream a week, or sorry, I feel like the only way I can do streams that week is to have the baby in the room asleep with me or something, then we'll do that and we'll just deal with it. But other than that, I thought it might be nice to very rarely, not very often, do like reading storybooks to baby ASMR type of thing, you know? Stuff like that. Hi Ion, how are you doing today? Oh my god, chat, I'm birth maxing right now. This is so lit kind of clip. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. The Clippers would have so much fun with that. No. Can we take care of the baby while you stream? I would appreciate that, but would I trust the Foxers to babysit the father Foxers and mother Foxers? Mayhaps. But most of you, no. I don't believe that most of you have babysitting experience. So true, we can babysit the baby. I would not trust Drew with a baby. I do not believe he has any experience. Couple stream would be cool. We will be having those. We will be having those in the future. Yes, there will be me and Mr. Kosaka streams. Specifically, I think probably it'll mostly be like 2-player games. I've been waiting a hot minute for Night Rain to patch it in so that you can have 2 players, and that's the big one that I'd like to do. I think that would be a really funny stream because neither of us are good at Souls games. Everyone has a soulmate, just hope yours is human and available. Good point. Good point. Normie and Rito is such a cute dynamic. I like to think so. But I'm biased. Crazy thing is, this isn't even the first time there's been a pregnant VTuber. Believe me when I say there are probably significantly more pregnant VTubers than you realize. Even I didn't even want to like talk about it a bit for the longest while, because the reality of like, you know, having a kid and being pregnant is that anything could happen at any time, and babies are very fragile. So I thought it would be like really depressing if I said anything too soon, and it was just like, I came back one day, I'm just like, sorry guys, my baby died. Like, holy fuck. Damn, that would be heavy. So I'm only comfortable saying it now because we're at the end. And, you know, everything's good. Everything's healthy. Fantastic. You know, we're gonna get this done. I am just extremely scared of giving birth, but that's okay. That's okay. It's completely normal. Like, imagine having things come out of your body and rip it apart. Oh, that sounds great. Nobody says that. Nobody says, wow, I can't wait to destroy my body. Okay, but can you imagine if people with dicks gave birth? For your guys' sake, you guys with the peepees, I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you don't have to worry about it. Don't say that. Emprig, yeah, Emprig. I have experience so unreliable, but online baby rearing is not really recommended. Yeah. Gotta spoil that kid. I will not complain. If the baby is spoiled. Time to die together? Exactly. Have you know I carried a friend's baby without dropping her? I'm glad you didn't murder your friend's baby. A friend of mine still sometimes has to get up while testing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes to take care of his kid. Night Rain couple stream, actual relationship goals. I think it would be so fun, and it tilts me so hard that the patch isn't out yet. Yes, Twitch Foxers were in fact asking if Mr. Kosaka was single, even though I didn't say shit. Hyenas kind of do that. That's a pseudo penis. It's actually a giant clitoris and not a penis. But you know what? Maybe Maybe that's a stream we can do someday on the pseudo penis. Right after like the penis fencing stream. I think that would be pretty dope. What the fuck, man? My VTubers having sex and bragging about it to chat. It's true. It's true, I had sex at least once. Oh my god. Oh my god, not sex. I saw what happens whom have it rough. All of my life, I've avoided trying to watch a birthing video, but I've been jump scared by it at least 3 to 5 times. At least 3 to 5 times. So unfortunately, unwillingly, I have seen it multiple times. I wish I hadn't. We get kicked in the balls, which is significantly less bad. Who's kicking you in the balls? What the fuck? Mr. Kosaka and Renna playing It Takes Two would be interesting. Wait. I need to double check what that is. Okay. I think that's actually... I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I think that's actually a game I mentioned to Mr. Kosaka once, and he said he didn't want to play it because I think he said it's like about a couple that's like going through a divorce or something, and that made him a little sad, which I agree with, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe that was a different game. Wait, you could have Night Rain with 3 people, the third would be the cocktail. We actually had an idea where we would just like have a dummy account as the third player, but then we would have to buy the game a third time, and that's kind of stupid. Wait, you had sex? I thought you had the baby by hand holding. Okay, look. When 2 people love each other very much, they sit down in a room and they have a contract. And the contract says that they consent to having a child together. They both sign the contract. Then they put it in the post box. And they send it to the stork. And the stork brings back a baby 9 months later. That's what happens. That's how babies are made. It is about divorce. It has a good message and ending, but still kind of sad. Yeah. Split Fiction is a good alternative. Yeah, that just came out, right? That just came out. So it's on our radar. I think we have some other games in the library we could play as well. We'll never stop trying to steal Mr. Kosaka. You can't do anything about it. I know, and that pains me. that pains me very much. Not sarcastically. Not sarcastically. It's great. I never want kids, so now I'm trying to become a professor. Wait, like a college professor, in which case understandable, or like just a teacher in general, in which case you'll pretty much be having the kids anyways. I think getting kicked in the balls is worse. You never see a man wanting it again. Actually, there's this one artist on, what's it called, Pixiv, who pretty much only draws artwork of like femboy characters getting kicked in the balls. That to me implies that there have to be people in existence who do enjoy getting kicked in the balls more than once. That's so sweet. I like to think so. When 2 people love each other very much, they hold hands really hard after they sign the contract. Also that. You can already play Night Rain with Mr. Kosaka if a foxer was willing to sit in the cuck chair. That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe we could talk to the mods and see if any of them... Wait. Oh, no. Okay, wait. No. The problem with that is I heard that the reason that they only did 1 and 3 players and not 2 was because they didn't actually balance the game for 2 players. So if we did just 2 of us in like the 3-player mode, then it would be like cucking ourselves on the difficulty. Maybe. I don't know. I assume. Although I know there's a mod for it already. They do fix the relationship, to be fair. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Maybe we can revisit it. You can lock Night Rain to be only 2 players. Yeah, there's a mod or something, right? God, I love the stupid words that need to be manually approved. What was the game about divorce? It Takes Two. It Takes Two. It's literally a stork. Why are you trying to gaslight people? Never mind, thank you for correcting it. I was getting there. Why do you know of this? It was kind of a meme for a bit. It was kind of a meme. Look, I'm a big fan of Astolfo, and for some reason the artist really likes drawing Astolfo. So I guess it ended up on my feed once or twice, not on Pixiv, but on like Twitter or something. Haven't femboys suffered enough? Or they like kicking femboys in the balls? I mean, the fact that there's so much art of it implies that they probably like it, so... You volunteered a third wheel. Just teach the child how to play. You're right! You're right! We can just leave the controller in front of my stomach and he can just hold the controller like that. Perfect. Perfect. They said they literally just didn't think about 2 players, but that they're looking into adding it. Yeah, but it's been months. It's been months. Why aren't they done yet? Can't you guys play with viewers? Yeah, I guess we could. Yeah. Yeah, we could also just do like a rotation of viewers, I guess. Oh, trusted viewers. Trusted viewers. Once we have the Discord going up. Cook's rotation going crazy. No, you can actually put a password in Night Rain, so it's only 2, but difficulty is 3 players. Oh! I thought you literally couldn't start the game until you had 3 players. If I'd known you could just play with 2 anyways, we would have already been playing. Oh well. Maybe soon actually, because that sounds really fun. Night Rain is pretty easy. Neither me nor my husband play Souls games. We're both shit at them. Okay, to be fair, my husband is better at games than me, but I've never seen him play a Souls game, so I guess we'll see. I think he did finish one once, though. Have 2 kids and play Left 4 Dead 2 with the Kosaka family. Yes, let me just pop out a second child for this explicit purpose. Big fan of Astolfo? Look, I'm not ashamed. I have a desk mat. It is Astolfo. Non-sexual Astolfo, but Astolfo nonetheless. I also thought you needed either 1 or 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Night Rain, you can just blow people up. That doesn't sound very Souls-like, but I respect it. There are some people, if you can believe it, that are into being kicked in the balls and giving birth. But there's no person I know of that is into kidney stones. Thus, that is the most painful. You know, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know, I will say pregnancy itself is not that bad. I'm just very scared of the birth part. Yeah. Is there a stork tuber? If there isn't, there should be. There should be. Just, every time chat donates, they just fucking yeet a fetus at the screen. To be honest, there are some hot as hell trans characters in the anime. Dragona from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is one of my characters, in manga. Yeah, there are. And I like that we're seeing more and more, like, diverse representation in anime and manga nowadays. I don't want to spoil it. But there was an anime that just aired last season that had intersex representation, and I was pleasantly surprised because I don't think I've ever seen that in an anime. And it was just treated, they were just treated as just, you know, a character who happened to be intersex. And they had like a whole ass romance arc and stuff, and I thought that was very beautiful. And that actually ended up being my favorite couple in that show. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to accidentally spoil it because it's very recent. Would I date a femboy like Astolfo? I'm married. I would only date my husband. That is the only correct answer when you're married. Take a page from my book. I'm gonna go. Glad to visit. All right, thank you for watching. Ryase, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's just a little good marriage advice, or honestly any relationship advice. Okay. Oh, you missed it? Oh no, it was just earlier in this stream that I started talking about it. Sorry. I just jump scared that. at chat. Sorry, I thought you were asking, like, just as an aside. Hi, Heavy, how are you doing today? It's less Souls-like, but more roguelike. I did hear that, though. I did hear that. So true, I will also only date your husband. No. Mr. Kosaka is mine. The one time I will get actually on dead on stream is when chat tries to steal my husband. That's not legal. That's not legal. I left for a bit, so must have missed it when you mentioned it. Yeah, probably. Sorry, I didn't realize you saw that part. Didn't see that part. Renna, it's polite to share. I will share with you guys, as an apology, I will share with you a singular used tissue, not Mr. Kosaka's used tissue, but Papa Kosaka's used tissue. It's not tissue. You can have that. That's what I will give you as a consolation prize. Just like how in that one Gacha and Uma Musume, where you could get like a bundle of carrots or a Hot Springs ticket or a box of tissues, you get the tissues. That's what you guys get. That's what you get, a used fucking tissue. I'm already married and Mr. Kosaka is already married. It's like we have a bunch of common. Tries to no. What games does Mr. Kosaka like, and does he like long walks on the beach? If you hadn't included that last part, I would have answered that seriously. But now I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read that. We'll take Mr. Kosaka if we'll take Papa Kosaka if Mr. Kosaka isn't available. I mean, Papa Kosaka is technically taken as well, but I feel like Mama Kosaka would mind a lot less than I would. That's her problem to deal with. With Kosaka DNA, we can clone more. No. We have the facilities. No. Okay, chat will only date your husband too. No. Bad. Down, Foxers. Stork VTuber should totally be a mommy type as well, baby. That or a skinny twink. I don't know why, but I feel like skinny twink would work really well for that too. What if Renna's hubby is actually femboy coded and we don't know? He's too normie for that. He's too normie for that. But I just want you to know, if we got any femboys in chat, I am 100% down with that. I think that is so cool that you are living your best life like that. Continue to live your best life. And whatever gender you're into, you will find a very nice person who also thinks you're pretty dope. So don't worry. Don't worry. Chat thirsting after Mr. Kosaka boy to be the funniest running joke. It'll get worse. It'll get worse when they hear him speak. He has like a 10 out of 10 sexy voice. Mr. Kosaka, by all rights, should either be like a VTuber or an ASMR artist. He doesn't like ASMR. He won't even watch my ASMR streams, just passively. And he doesn't like streaming really, so. But no. By all rights, someone with that voice should be doing something with it, and he ain't, and it's a shame. It's a shame that the only place you'll be able to exclusively hear this 10 out of 10 sexy voice is on my streams. Oh no, how horrible. You'll have to keep watching. Do you know other VTubers who are openly married? Yes, actually. It's getting more common, but one that really surprises me, actually, was a Corpo VTuber a couple of months ago came out as married. Even more surprisingly, he was actually able to just directly at his wife, who is an indie VTuber. I don't remember his name, but he was with Mythos, the Mythos agency. So if you're really curious, you can go find him there. Gotta love doing something else with this on, and now y'all are wondering his husband. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised they didn't wait until they knew anything about him. Mama Kosaka is so done with Papa Lamau. Yeah. When he tries to tell her, like, joking stories about how, like, younger women flirted with him, you know what she does? She just sighs, goes back to what she was doing and rolls her eyes. Poor Papa Kosaka. What if Mr. Kosaka is already here, undercover, thirsting for himself? That would be fucked up. That would be fucked up. He used it to obtain a Renna. What more does he need to do with it? You know, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. Exactly. He doesn't need to seduce anyone else. Come for Renna, stay for Mr. Kosaka, radio voice. Okay, but unironically understandable. I would not blame anyone who does that. Skinny twink stork is genius. I think so. Congratulations, thank you so much. Stork VTuber, but it's tired mailman aesthetic. That's kind of what I was thinking, but like with the twink. Stork VTuber with their Amazon delivery coded and just throws your child. I dozed off and woke up to Foxers thirsting for Mr. Kosaka. I can't believe I missed the fun. They don't know anything about him. And they're still thirsting for him. It's fucking... It's evil. It's evil. I know Samson does a fair amount of mom content, all very cute. Yeah, there's other mother VTubers, like, oh shoot, what's her name? Fuck. Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha is like the most popular mom tuber, I think. She's actually a mother. It's not a meme. She's actually a mother. She has many kids. Well, not many, but she has a couple kids. And of like different ages and stuff. So she's, you know, even more of a mom tuber than I am, or will be anytime soon. It's like her name's like Cha-Cha your mom or something. It was Aphrodite. There we go. Yeah, married agency VTuber. I was very impressed with that. Yeah, Cha-Cha. If Renna married him, he must be one hell of a catch. I could not ask for a better husband. Could not ask for a better partner. Look, you want to go from 98% males to 70-30, start advertising Mr. Kosaka. No. No. The less people thirsting for him, the better. He'd be the voice for thank you donations. People donate to hear his voice. That's not the worst idea I've heard. Honey, DM me. Do you want to be monetized on my stream? You probably would if I asked, but I would feel bad. We could do like 2 sets of donation voiceovers. One where you get me shit posting, and one where you just get my husband. Yeah, Otsuka Ray. Oh yeah, she's a mom. I think she actually chronicled most of her story from like having her daughter as a single mother up until like I think her daughter just like started kindergarten. So I think that's really beautiful. Someday her daughter can go back and watch the streams and her mom can embarrass her daughter just like, oh look, this was you were a little shit on stream. I think that's so sweet. Pure chaos with this, I love it. So true. Donation goal, Mr. Kosaka ASMR stream. I feel like he would probably not agree to that. The thing is that I think actually the male percentage will go up for Mr. Kosaka. It might. I mean, just both percentages will go up at the same time. Your life goal right now. Oh my goodness. I got to talk with Ray and her daughter recently, so nice. They seem so sweet. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they did some like karaoke together and stuff, and it seems so cute. So precious. Who are the males thirsting for Mr. Kosaka? Come forward now, don't be shy. I think it's only guys thirsting for Mr. Kosaka. And maybe Patty, I don't know. I don't know if they were thirsting for Mr. Kosaka too or not. As a Paradox gamer, I support using child labor for content. Look, one of my goals is to not use my child for content outside of like the reading story thing once in a while, just because I think that could be a good way to settle down for the night. Wow, you guys are just calling yourselves out. There's a mom VTuber that plays games with her child. That's cute. That's cute. It's probably, are you sure that isn't also Otsugare? I'm paying enough for this shit. Oh my god, you guys are so based. Can't you thirst after each other instead of my husband though? You guys can make this work. Just pair up with each other. Okay, no. Never mind. I get it. You're just waiting for the Discord to open. You're waiting for the Discord to open so you can get to know each other better. That's fine. I understand. We could thirst over your husband together. Oh, fuck off. No. Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta piss real fucking bad. But we've been going for 2.5 hours. So, mainly because I'm sweaty and thirsty and gotta piss, I think I'm gonna wind it down here. But I've been having so— oh fuck, no. Fuck, almost forgot the Morrows. Okay, never mind. Okay, wait, let me refresh. Fuck, this is the second time in my life I've done a stream where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna read the Morrows at the end, and then I almost didn't read the Morrows. I'm a sussy ass bitch. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am putting you on this screen, and you are going to wait for me to piss. And then I will come back, and we will read the Morrows, and I will have done what I said I was going to do. Enjoy the BRB screen. Bitches. Luckily, the bathroom was only like 5 steps from the door, but you know, I hope you enjoy the skibbity Renna. First game of CK2, my son murdered me to marry his mom. Typical paradox gaming moment. Would be proud. No, unironically, I've always wanted to get into CK. It just seems overly complicated. Piss speedrun 80%. True though. Wonderful BRB, glad you liked it. She's gone, no one can stop the thirst. Fuck. Very fun stream, Mr. Kosaka's wife. Anyways. Wash hands check. I always wash my hands after pissing. I always wash my hands after shitting. You know how it be. Oh, there's something, shard alert. Anyways, okay, time to read the borrows you guys sent in. Your last name is Kosaka, and you are half fox. There's only one VTuber who has the same last name as you. A certain fox mommy rom. Man, I would kill for that to be the case. But no relation. No relation. That would be super dope. But no. Just for a quick reference though, don't remember off the top of my head what the connection is, but the last name Kosaka has some sort of ties to foxes, and so I found it like on a list of like Japanese names that relate to foxes, and I was aware that it was kind of similar to, you know, another VTuber who was graduated who was very popular, and I did get some pushback, like, you know, people might think you're stealing the name or whatever, but I was just like, but this name, I really feel this name, and it's been a few years, so surely I'm not like any competition for her, so hopefully no one gets too upset about it. And for the record, I very much enjoyed that VTuber's content, so I also like to think of it as a very subtle tribute to them. But I didn't do it to like try to steal any viewers, because I'm sure it's been a long time. So I'm sure anyone who was looking for that VTuber has already found them if they happened to reincarnate. If they reincarnated, I definitely found them. CK is basically The Sims with cheaper DLC. I do like The Sims. I do like shit posting. Kosaka is like Smith in the Fox Girl surname database. Yeah, pretty much. There's, when it comes to like animal related words and names, or just names that are just generally related to specific topics, when you're trying to name yourself as a VTuber, the options get limited really fast. Like, unless you're European and you speak less spoken in the VTuber community language, so you have more options to pick from, it's really hard. It's really hard. I mean, I guess I could have chosen like an unrelated to Fox's last name, but just this one felt really nice to me. I really liked it. I got really attached to it. Mr. Kosaka Thirst is the one thing I won't moderate. God damn it, Patty. Renna's gonna quit VTubing if we keep up the Mr. Kosaka Thirsty. If you're not careful, he will become a VTuber, and then he'll steal my entire audience. But I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that, actually. You don't set a good example. Girl, live your best life and don't let the internet weirdos take away from your amazing name and aesthetic. That's kind of where I'm at. I think if someone won't give me a chance just based on the name, they probably weren't going to be a regular viewer anyway, so whatever. I'm just here for a fun and good time to make things enjoyable for everyone, you know? Not trying to clout chase, not trying to steal anyone's thunder. It's just a really nice name. It's a really nice name, and I'm sure she thought the same thing when she picked out the last name for herself, assuming she did. I don't know if she did or not. Me, when I tell people can reuse the same name. Yeah, and honestly, it is very hard at this point to come up with like an actually unique name that isn't just like a word or a match of sentences. We're just kind of at that point of saturation. I don't think anyone is getting the wrong idea from your name. I hope not. Yeah, Kosaka is super common in anime too. It is. I see power washing some on your throne. Yeah. I thought that could be a fun stream game sometime. I really like House Flipper, and I'd like to do that, and I've heard Power Washing Simulator is kind of similar. So, I think that one has like a Final Fantasy VII DLC. I don't think I told you guys my favorite games, but Final Fantasy VII is really up there, so that would be dope. You mentioned... Oh yeah, yeah, just like, yeah. I like the EU, it's cool. And I wish they would accept us motherfuckers, I mean motherfoxers in Canada, even though that's never gonna happen. Man, I would kill to have free travel around Europe. That would be so cool. Sorry, visa-free travel. You can be a fox with a normal human. Human-like too, right? What? What? Nani? Some VTuber couples stream together in one channel. Oh yeah. Oh! Yeah, I forgot to mention, I didn't even write this down on my list. So, one of my very, very long-term goals is to save up some extra money so that we can also get a Kamameshi model for Mr. Kosaka. Like I said, I don't think he has any interest in VTubing on his own, but I thought it would be really cute when we do the streams if someday he could have his own model. Fun anecdote about that. Every time this comes up, we're always just like, that's a good idea, but we need to make sure to tell the artist not to make me look like you, otherwise it's gonna look like incest. I think I've seen some couples accidentally do that, actually, so that's a pitfall we're trying to avoid. Wait, did Kama Mama ever do a male model? Yes. Yes, they have. One of my siblings, Kos has a male model. I think there's at least one other, but I think they might be a Japanese streamer, so I don't remember their name off the top of my head because I haven't spoken to them. Full family model. I actually did consider that as well, but I'm not sure how we would represent baby Kosaka other than like a literal little blue fox. Just because, I mean, he's gonna be a fetus baby soon, and then he's gonna grow really fast, and I don't know, it's just gonna change real fast. Babies grow fast. People think I'm using a fake name when I give them my real life name, so I get it. I mean, we will soon get light novel titles for new VTubers soon. True. Yeah, wouldn't being in the EU be great? Oh my god. I'm sorry, Patty. I'm sorry, Patty. Yeah, no, oh man, I would kill for that free travel. And just to be able to, you know, move wherever, relatively wherever, without having to worry about it. Just get like a simple work visa and take your family to go live, I don't fucking know, somewhere. There's lots of countries in the EU that would be really nice to live in. Although I'm very, very happy in Canada. And I don't think we have any plans to leave anytime soon, but, you know. Kos has a very distinct look too. Yeah. Yeah, he's a very nice model. At this point, I'd probably go with a non-anime name to stand out if I was going to do any streaming. I actually, nowadays, I see a lot of non-anime names. So, like, both, like, the anime style names and just, like, the regular ass names are taken. The only ones where I really see new things is, like, the actual, like, sentences or words smushed together. I've come back from cleaning dog poo. My condolences. My puppy's really bad. Puppies are really bad, but they're also really good and pure and sweet, and we love them. Throwing a life raft at the channel if you need. I'm part of my country that wishes it was part of Canada. Is that EU or the US? Because if the US, understandable. Understandable. Use the fox emoji, PNG tuber. Wait, what's that a response to? Shit, it's hard to keep up. Oh, for the baby, yeah. Not the fetus model about. Wait, imagine if John Nuclear is actually called Jimmy Neutron. That would be pog. True. US? Yeah. Don't worry, Blackwing. I was just living in the US for about 2 years. And by the end of it, I was just chomping at the bit to come home. I feel you. I feel you. And anyone who lives there right now and is just like, man, I wish I had a way. I hope you get one. I hope you get one. That's not even to get into the politics because I'm not interested in talking about that really. Just there's a lot of things going on over there right now that would make life difficult for a lot of people. And I feel you. I feel you. Don't worry. You're not alone. Did I call you Blackwing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're at the point where I don't normally stream this long, so my brain is all like crinkly and dry and smooth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I start inventing new names for you guys. I mean, all my stuff is here, especially the mortgage, so moving is yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, and not everyone has a pathway out. It's really unfortunate. Where we've always wanted to be Canadian. That's also fair. That's also fair. I can't imagine where that would be, but maybe you never know. Unlikely. Yu-Gi-Oh! Brain hitting. That's why she said Blackwing. True. I hate the Blackwing deck. Chad is now a blurry mess for her. True though. Rid of the bars. Don't worry. I didn't forget. I just don't want to neglect chat. It's okay. I pissed, so we're fine. The US is a real country. Sometimes I wonder. Canada is just France now. Yeah, we're like baby France. Baby France. Yeah, baby France. Je mange des bébés. That's what I like to say when I'm real hungry. Don't travel by plane though, it's super expensive to cross. True. Going across the US or Canada is about the same size as going across the EU. Yeah, our countries are pretty big. They're pretty big. They're thick. Literally only benefit of leaving is we now get cool stamps in the passport. Maybe they're pretty stamps. I pissed, so I'm fine. Goes to the quote jar. I didn't say anything weird that time. Canada sounds fun. I want to wrestle with bears and mooses. You mean meese? You want to wrestle with bears and meese? Understandable. Just don't forget the bulletproof vest. I don't know if that'll save you if they kill you or attempt to like gore you, but it's probably better than nothing, right? It's not like they have guns, so you're fine on that end, but good luck. Do you like Konami games? I don't really have any specific publishers that I like, but I do like games from Konami. They did Silent Hill and Metal Gear, right? I like both of those. Just off the top of my head. I know if I marry my girlfriend right now, I'd get French citizenship, so would be American-French dual citizenship, right? That would be pretty good. Ooh, you gotten in for the EU citizenship? Damn. Sorry, I'm sure you love your girlfriend, but I'm just saying. Yeah, French citizenship is pretty dope. I'm gonna keep the say-so ones. Those are the real ones. True. Don't do it. Don't become French. Yeah, before you know it, you'll only be able to eat French fries and poutine. That would suck. ESL here, but thank you for the advice. Sorry, I tried. I'm sorry. Mies is not the correct term. She's fucking with you. Yeah. No. The Mies thing was a joke. I'm sorry. The Mies thing was a joke. It is, in fact, mooses. I just call them Mies out of personal preference, just like how I sometimes call Canada, Canadia. That's just me fucking around. Mies, Bears mentioned, now we just need Paul Bunyan for the full Canadian experience. Paul Bunyan's Canadian? I thought he was American. Okay, worth it for the French. Okay. I'm sorry, next tomorrow. Okay, let me get rid of this one so I don't accidentally answer it again. So what's this about a Barbie pool story? I know there was one person specifically that was really looking forward to getting this answer, but I am sorry to say that you will not be getting the Barbie pool story today, because it is a very special and intense story that I like to keep specifically for like dono thoughts and stuff like that. Look, I can only tell the Barbie pool story once per VTuber Sona and then never again. And it's a really funny story, and it tends to get memed on a lot, like to the point it's a bit painful. You'll find out why someday. But you just need to stick around long enough for me to do a donathon of some sort, or subathon, whatever. You will like the story. but you will leave a little traumatized. You probably think of me differently. But yes, it's a story, and I'm sorry for not giving you the answer you want. Just trust me, it is worth the wait. And by worth the wait, I mean it probably isn't, but you guys just keep it in the back of your minds. Keep it in the back of your minds. No, it's now me, so I refuse. I agree. Wait, no way, Paul Bunyan is American? He's so Canada coded? I always thought he was American. Moose is the proper term. It's just silly that goose and geese to moose and mooses. Yeah, exactly. I hate that. Now, what is the plural moose in Japanese? I have no idea. Now I'm scared yet curious what the story is. That's the correct feeling to have. Barbie pool story goal? Yes, but like I said, we're gonna save it for like a donathon or something. Because it's a good one. It's a good one. I don't have many stories like that. What made you choose Kamameshi Gogo as your character designer? I just really like their artworks. Very much. Very much. I've liked their artwork since the early Niji-sanji Ian days. I think I probably first saw their works with like Selene Tatsuki and Elira Pandora, and I just thought that their work was so good and their art style was so distinctive. It's I like lots of anime art styles, but I like how they blend, you know, like moe with also actually mature looking characters, you know? So not moe blob, not super serious, somewhere in the middle, very stylized, and I also like how they color their works. Let me zoom in here so I can show you actually, because it's hard to tell, but they add a lot of texture to their artwork. You can see it in like the lines of my mouth, the lines of my face, the coloring and the hair and the sunglasses. They add texture to the artwork, and I think it's beautiful and it adds character. Also, I'm sorry for the temporary boob zoom in. Did not mean to flash you. Do not ban me, Twitch. Sorry. I'm not a VTuber, but it would be for Kama Mama, the artist peak. I love their artwork. The way Kama Mama draws eyes is just, look at the, yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Yeah, your art and character design is incredible. Kamameshi did such a good job. I need to get better at art. You know what? It's always good to want to improve ourselves. Always good. Real, they're able to make characters look both cool and cute at the same time. Exactly. Sorry for the booba jump scare. I'm also learning sign language for her, and I didn't know there were different sign language for France and the US. So, yeah, you have to be careful with sign language. It's extremely regional. There's also like an Asian version of sign language, and I'm not sure how far the division goes, but I would imagine that it would also be different from European country to European country, and Asian country to Asian country. I think America and Canada have the same sign language for the most part, but even those might have their own differences. Because even spoken language between like the US and Canada, we have some differences. Okay, fun story. My last few months in the US, I changed up my language a bit to seem more American, just because I was overly paranoid. So in Canada, we say sorry like sorry. So I started saying sorry, and you'll probably still hear me say sorry because it's hard for me to kick the habit, but that was like an intentional change I made. Stupid shit like that, but also whole ass words. Okay, yeah, like soda and pop. In Canada, we mostly call it pop. In America, they mostly call it soda. There's actually some places where they swap them. Like some states and some provinces where they have it, the term swapped. But for the most part, that's how it is. Plus, they're getting freaky again. They do that. Hello, Neona. I mentioned you earlier in the stream, actually. Water or water? I say water. Unfortunately, sign language is not universal indeed. Yeah, it's very regional. Very regional. Hello, Kakadan. How are you doing today? Add y'all into that vocabulary. I actually say y'all. Unironically, I do. I would like to say it's just one mod you were high five to me. That's how it should be. East Coast still calls it pop. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Also, hello, Rascal. How are you doing today? And in the South, also it is known as Coke. So they will ask you things like, you want a Pepsi Coke from the store? I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that. That's wild. Okay, but y'all is insanely cool. I think so, too. Okay, so I kind of grew up half out in the country-ish. You know, like somewhere near the country, I guess. And my aunt in particular always had like a, not a strong accent, but like a slight country accent. And she would say like, y'all and stuff like that. And when I was younger, I thought it was kind of cringe, but the older guy was just like, you know what, that's kind of dope. So now I like saying like y'all, and sometimes I even catch myself. Sometimes I even like catch myself with a slight country accent, but I think that's less intentional or subconscious and more just, you know, living around people who sometimes have that accent. For the most part, I don't think I sound that country, you know? I chose Inaki as my character designer because I look up to my Oshi, who happens to have the same designer. You know what? That's a good reason to choose an artist too. That's a good reason to choose an artist too. I'm sorry, my phone went on low power mode, so the tracking might be a little wonky now. I don't think I can fix that easily. But whether you choose like a designer because you like their work standalone, or you like how someone else's VTuber design is, those are completely valid reasons. Those are completely valid reasons. I've received quite a few messages actually asking from people who don't know Kabameshi. They're just like, hey, can I ask who drew your model? I really love their artwork and stuff like that. And that's totally valid. And for the record, I don't think barring exactly like one recent VTuber drama, I don't think most people are interested in gatekeeping their artists. I think most of us are very happy to put more work our artists' way because we love our artists. So yeah, personally, if someone was just like, Renna, you're my Oshi, I want to work with Kabameshi because they remind me of you or something, or I want to be more like you or something, I would not be offended by that at all. Not that I'm saying you probably felt like that or anything. Sorry, it was just a little tangent that happened. Sorry, just yapping. It's okay, I have a country, southern, and Chinese accent. That is quite the mix. That is quite the mix. That must sound unique. That must sound unique. I've lived in so many different countries and regions that my accent and speech is very unique now. That's kind of a vibe. That's kind of a vibe. I've had people very confused about where I'm from just based on my accent. Although, sometimes people can pick out that I'm Canadian just based on my voice, but I don't think it's happened much recently. As someone who's English ESL, most of English accents for me isn't even accents, but more speech habits. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's definitely easier for me to tell where people are from, like, based on their French, based on the words they use, rather than their accents. And also same with, like, my baby Japanese. It's easy. I also have difficulty hearing, like, the accents, so I understand. As a non-English speaker, for me, it's just fun and emulating the engineer from TF2. That's fair and valid. That's fair and valid. Northern English dialect best, though. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I started using Mate a lot and it feels better. You can use whatever language you want, no matter where you're from, no matter which language your English is. I think it's fun to mix and match. I think it's fun to mix and match dialects and accents and stuff. A lot of VTuber fans want to gatekeep everything nowadays, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me sad. That makes me sad. I think, as someone with a lot of social anxiety, who if not for VTubing, wouldn't be able to enjoy streaming because I could never be like a face cam streamer because again, too much social anxiety and then I would feel self-conscious just not happening. I think VTubing is a great thing. I think VTubing is fantastic. I think the more accessible we make it, the better. I know some people will bitch about that because they're like, oh, but it's oversaturated. I don't give a fuck. Look, most streamers do not make a living wage from streaming, including VTubers. A decent amount of us are here just because we enjoy it. Just because we enjoy VTubing, just because we enjoy being able to chat with the audiences, connect with people and stuff like that. You know what? That's the kind of streamer I like to think I am, and I hope it comes across that way. But I mean, at the end of the day, to each their own, I guess. If you gotta be a hardcore business lady, I'm not gonna stop you. But in that case, I'm probably gonna stay in my corner. Shout out to London English for making man a universal term. Oh, is that who spread it? Man. Your English sounds very proper, so I thought Northern US or Canada. Proper, huh? That's an interesting term that I don't think anyone has ever used for me. I know what you mean, but on the other hand, I'm also just over here talking about shit and piss. To be fair, a lot of insert community name likes to gatekeep nowadays. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I like when hobbies are accessible. I still remember joining new hobbies. I remember being young. I remember being like a 12-year-old girl going to my first Yu-Gi-Oh card tournament at the local game shop and feeling awkward but still feeling welcome there. And even in places where we don't necessarily fit in, I don't like gatekeeping. I don't like gatekeeping. I think we should all be able to try to enjoy things at least once. But I'm just old. I'm just old. So who cares what I have to say, right? I pinned you as Canadian right away, but I watch a lot of Canadian content creators. Also would not have been surprised if I was wrong though. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, if you've heard enough Canadians, and if you've been to certain parts of Canada, it's probably very easy to tell. So my husband is not from where I'm from, but nowadays he can after spending some time where I live, he can pick out the local accent. So the other day he sent me like this video, it's just like, I think this guy is from where you live because of like the signs and the way he talks. And I was like, huh? So I click on the video and I actually think he was right. I do think that guy was local. Or at least from somewhere close. And we think you're fantastic. You guys are too nice. You guys are too nice. VTubing is great. We get to meet people we otherwise would have never met. Exactly. The only proper English is British. I disagree. I strongly disagree. Moved south for uni. I can't with all the London accents. You don't like the London accents. I can't do accents right now. My throat's really dry actually. I should not have tried. I don't even want to know what happened if I tried to make a voice right now. Okay, we're just gonna move on. My siblings were discussing a murder mystery game that had an unprotected combination lock, and I broke the lock broken. That's fancy. That's fancy. I was in Midlands for uni, but messmate is Londoner, so I've been corrupted. We like corruption. We like corruption. That's a good tag. That's a good tag. Apparently my accent is like related to another state due to my dad being from there. It's not something I notice. Yeah, it's hard to notice your own accent. It's very hard. Back in medieval times, the good old days, literally. Literally VIRL. Yu-Gi-Oh! Local stories sometimes? I don't really have any stories from back then, honestly. I went from like the ages of, I don't know, probably like 12 or 13, no, maybe even 11 to like 17, something like that. I don't really have any stories. I felt too awkward to talk with the people there much because, like I said, for most of it I was like the only girl, and it wasn't until like right at the end that I think one other girl joined maybe. So I don't know. I just didn't feel, like I said, I have social anxiety. Streaming, strangely, does not give me social anxiety, which is nice. But I'm not great at talking to people face to face if I don't know them. And I'm not good at, like, starting conversations with new people, one-on-one, that sort of thing, you know? So, no real interesting stories. According to my dad, though, I one time beat, like, this 20-year-old man's ass with my shitty deck. I don't know if that's true or not, because I don't remember. That's the only possible story from there. I still like Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. I don't play it regularly, but the game fucks kind of hard. Even my Spanish gets confused a lot, so that's probably normal. Yeah. I got a turntable and the people I asked for help to know what replacement needles I needed, and they constantly told me to get a different turntable. Maybe they were right. Maybe they were right. That's fair, just curious. Sadly can't go to locals because I live in the middle of nowhere. Aww. Yeah. I wouldn't mind living out in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, it comes with its trade-offs. That's my goat, Mr. Kosaka. Oh my god. You guys. Love him for real fight. Oh my god. Ba'awa'a. That's true. Ba'awa'a. Very true. Very true. You're being oppressed. What? Corruption is a good thing. So true. We really are the most oppressed group. So true. What's your deck in Yu-Gi-Oh? The last main deck I had was Labyrinth. Oh, I can tell you. Mr. Kosaka once got me a really sweet present. I think it was sometime last year. Sometime in 2024. It's, he got me the 5 main character cards from Labyrinth at the time in English. And, like, the really shiny versions. And he put them in a display case. So we have that. A display case with the 5 Labyrinth girls, to hang up. It's really nice. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. It's not at the house here right now. Gotta get that back at some point, but it's very pretty, and I like looking at it. I was super into Yu-Gi-Oh 20 years ago, but now I just do collecting. My best friend competes at a really high level, though. Yeah, I'm very much a casual. Very much a casual. Oh, the Labyrinth illustrations are great. Yeah, they're waifus. They're waifus. It doesn't take long to look at them and see why I like that deck. Also, I am going to, oh, okay, that's the face you're getting for the rest of the stream because my phone is on less than 10%. Mr. Kosaka sounding more attractive now. Like, okay, when I say that Mr. Kosaka is like the best husband and the best partner I could ever ask for, I mean that. I mean that. He puts so much thought into the stuff he does, not just for me, but for others. He is so thoughtful. He is so thoughtful. I could spend a whole stream bragging about him, but that might be a little uncomfortable, so I won't do that. I won't do that. But he's amazing. I know it's not a good turntable, but I got it for my birthday and wanted to be prepared for any problems. That's fair. So cute, really adorable. Did you see the alt art for Lovely Labyrinth? No, I haven't. I didn't know there was alt art. I need to see this now. Yeah, we def stealing him. Fuck off. Our husband? No. He needs to be shared with the masses. Fuck off. You guys are evil. You guys are evil. I have a Pikachu Squishmallow. My niece called it Dada. That's cute. That's cute. That's really sweet. Alright. Next, Maro. Hottest food take. Soup fucking sucks. Soup fucking sucks. It's wet and it makes things really squishy. It's gross. I don't like that. Dislike. Okay, let me... Fuck. Maro's glitching out. Okay, let me refresh. Okay. There we go. What made you want your model to be both an elf and a fox? I like both. I thought I could be an elf, or I could be a fox girl, or I could just fucking ask for both. Best of both worlds. I actually made a little toggle for the model. Ooh. Oh, I was sent the alt art. Open in browser. I still like the original artwork for Lady Labyrinth better, but the alt one is really cute too. The alt one is really cute too. Oh shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like, why pick when I can be both? And also, it's just like, most VTubers stick to like one theme. I can be more unique by just, you know, saying fuck it and being both. And was it this? No, not that. There you go. I also made like a little toggle so that I can turn off the ears and just be elf, but like, that's lame. I don't know why you guys would ever want me to do that. There you go. There, it's back. It's back. Balls. Literally the orange cat expression stare. I mean, that's pretty much what I look like anyways. Wait, what was that? NTR so bad she got facial paralysis? Oh, fuck off. I'm ignoring other explanations, it's probably that. Oh, you evil people. Bonus knife ears can never go wrong. That's what I say. That's what I say. The alt is neat since it has like the statues of the castle servants. Yeah, it has some nice details. I just prefer her face in the original one. Congrats on debut. Thank you. Favorite book / show? I like a lot of things. I like Madoka Magica. I think that one's really good. Let's see, I really like vtuberen. I think that's just so blessed and goated and everyone should watch vtuberen. What else? Last season, I really liked Generic Kowloon Romance, and you should watch it. I think that might actually be an anime original, and if it was, then I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, because anime originals usually end up pretty shit, and they did their best. It's not perfect, but as far as anime originals go, it did so much better than most. It's cohesive. It's cohesive, and I can't really ask for more than that. And had good characters. Which ears do you wear headphones on? All 4 of them. Can you toggle lower ears off? I haven't tried, but I probably could. I just think it would look weird because I have like the hair behind the ear. vtuberen slap season 2 next year, baby. Yeah, right. Exactly. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, and Apothecary Diaries. That's so fucking good. I've been watching that since the start with Mr. Kosaka, and we love that. Really sad that we have to wait for the next season. Alright, next tomorrow. Hi, I'm 348 years old and single. Please marry me. No. Next question. Can we pet all ears? Yes, but not for free. It's $10 per ear. Thank you for the question. All 4 of them AirPods at the top, Pixel Buds at the bottom. Exactly. It was not original, but yeah, it was really good. Okay. Well, that probably explains why it ended up being so cohesive then. Who would you want to do a collaboration with? Lots of people. Lots of people. I'm pretty open for collaborations. Ideally someone that my audience can also vibe with so that they're not watching and feeling uncomfortable. And, of course, someone who knows boundaries and isn't gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Actually, I've always been kind of the type of streamer to try to stay in my own lane because I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. But also, I've heard of some horror stories from collabs, so I guess I'm just a little paranoid about things going sideways. It's never happened to me, I don't think. Or if it does, if it did, I don't remember. But, you know... I just collab with Mr. Kosaka. There we go, that's a good idea. Why do you spell the collab with a K? Yeah, we'll do lots of collabs with Mr. Kosaka. And maybe we'll do some stuff with Chad at some point. But definitely with my closer friends. I like streaming with my friends occasionally. But for people outside that, of course, it would be super dope to collab with like K-san or Matara-kan or someone like that. Like I love their stuff. They're so cool and dope. What would you play or do? We would play or do whatever the fuck they want me to do because I'm not very creative. But if I had to pick, it would be like, I don't know, Repo, or Phasmophobia, or Jackbox, or something like that, you know? Can you do me a favor and raise the price for ear petting per ear? It's unnecessarily cheap and we need boundaries set here. Okay, $69.69 per ear. $69.69 per ear. She can listen to 200% of music. Literally me. But if we follow the theme of 2 sets of pointy ears, she kind of looks like F1 race car, which fits the theme. Oh, here's a fun fact for you about Mr. Kosaka. He's actually really good at like VR racing sims and stuff like that. So when I ended up with like the design with like the racing motif, I thought that was ironic in so many ways, and it just murdered me. Like, damn, you give the racing the design to the bitch who can't drive, but whose husband is like a good VR racing sim driver. I thought it was beautiful. You want to challenge him? I don't know. Maybe he'd be down for that. Maybe not. We need Renna in a sim race rig. That will probably be also like a future Donathon goal type of thing. Does Mr. Kosaka watch Formula 1? If I remember correctly, he doesn't like Formula 1. But I don't know. He can correct me in DMs, and then I can correct myself if he wants to. I love work meetings. I'm back. Welcome back. We need him to teach you how to race him. He wants to. He wants to, but not for like nice pragmatic reasons. He just wants to laugh at me. Perfect. We will use this to get close to. No. We're not doing that. Does he have a racing rig? Yes, he does. Like a VR racing rig with all like the fancy shit in the chair. Phasmo, I'm awful and terrified of Phasmo. I love Phasmo. Renna in a racing sim, already planning to let her husband take the controls. No, I won't cheat because you guys will know. You guys will know. I had Kosaka on the mind and it broke brain. Oh, okay. I got you. Alright. Almost at the end. Oh, that fucking latest Maro was evil. Hi, Renna. The YouTube gods wanted me to find you, and I am not complaining, probably. I love your model so much, it's so cool. Anyways, the question is, what type of music do you tend to listen to? Much love and best of luck. That's a very sweet Maro. That's a very sweet Maro. I hope I don't scare you away too much, although I probably will. What type of music do I tend to listen to? I am kind of a basic bitch. I like a lot of J-pop. I actually listen to most music except country, but most often it's like video game music, J-pop, stuff like that. Very basic bitch, I'm sorry. But if you want to know like some composers, I really love Nobuo Uematsu. You know, stuff like that. It's great music. And Keiichi Okabe, he's a fantastic composer. I can't imagine all the piss talk scaring anyone away. Do you like Outta? I do like Outta. Her vocals are so amazing and so powerful. I think the first song I heard from her was, shoot, let me find the name. Let me find the name real quick because it is an amazing song that if you haven't heard, it is worth listening to. Tot Musica, spelled T-O-T Musica. It's from the One Piece movie, and it is so good. Oh my god. Her vocals had me screaming. Did you go to the Outta concert when she toured the US? I did not. I already left the US before the concert. Yeah, if you don't like Outta, there is something wrong with you. Just fix this real quick. Okay. So, I don't like this Maro. It says, how much for Mr. Kosaka? I just want you to know I would die for Mr. Kosaka. I would not give up anything for Mr. Kosaka. Fuck off. No. The answer is no. He's not an object, he's my husband. Hi, Renna. How can we spread the word of the Eternal Fox Racer? My suggestion would be to take out billboards and maybe those big fancy like tour buses they have that go around that you see sometimes in like Japan and stuff. and you just put like my face on them. Or, you know, like a New York Square video thingy ad, and it's just a compilation of me saying bad words. You might get sued for that, actually, so I wouldn't really recommend it. But I'm just, hypothetically, I'm just answering. No, but serious answer. Like and retweet. Hit like on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Hit like on the... Even if you don't watch on YouTube, if you could go to the YouTube, hit the like button and leave a comment, that would actually also help. Like, I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just objectively answering the question, to be clear. I promise no one needs to go through this much effort. I appreciate you guys just being here or doing whatever you do. But yeah, no. Comments on social media help a lot. If you see I have a post on Reddit or something, clicking the update button, leaving a comment helps. I don't want to say like spam my links in other people's Discords, because don't do that. But I don't know, if people are asking for VTuber suggestions and it's relevant and they like weird old ladies, then I suppose you could link me there, you know, that kind of thing. Those would be the best ways. My suggestions. Thank you for the wonderful question. I have to leave my house in 50 minutes and I've done total of 0 prep. Should probably go. Uh-oh. Basic bitch move. Watch Epic the Musical with chat. What's Epic the Musical? Epic the Musical. I've seen that on Twitter. Ask me in 3 days, bitch. Say, sung through a 9-part album musical series by George Rivera Herons, adapting Homer's Odyssey. Huh. I feel like that one would definitely get me struck on Twitch. I don't think I could get away with that. Okay, Google, how do I get the Chaotic Fox streamer on Times Square billboard? A lot of money. Would not recommend. It's a really good movie. Also, hello, Butter and Waffles. I don't think I said hi to you, but I know you've been here a while. I am so sorry. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is not a joke. Hit that bell, too. Those are unironically, like, the best ways. Thank you, Maro Chatter. You were so wise. I've hit subscribe button twice for twice the effect. Yep, that definitely doesn't undo it. I was so mad. I was in EU when she was in the US, and I was visiting the US when she was in EU. Oh no! I went to the Michigan one. It was really nice. That's good. The real question is, how much can chat thirst for Mr. Kosaka? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should not. You should not. The fate of all VTubers chat thirsting for the closest ones. I was kind of expecting it. But you know, of all the possible reactions, that's not my least favorite reaction. Your hood is a spectrum and Renna broke it. Literally me. It's okay, I couldn't see the stream sooner. I had to finish my chores. I am sorry that I didn't give a shout out earlier though. I'm so sorry. No, on the contrary, it's safe on Twitch. Is it actually? Or is that like sarcasm? What if we get a Times Square ad for Renna, but it's actually for Mr. Kosaka? Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. What was that? Oh, thank you for the contributions. Oh my god, the sound scared the absolute shit out of me. I don't know if you guys can hear the alerts or not, because I don't have desktop audio on, but holy shit. Thank you so much for the contributions. Those were super tiny. Let me just open the site up so I can read them. But he literally does have the most Giga Chat of voices, it's true. Thank you for getting Power Wash Simulator Steam CD key, David McNasty. Now let me see if I can figure out if there was like a message on that, because it was so fucking puny. I can't tell, so I'm going to hope not, because I can't see shit. Thank you so much for that. We will definitely be playing that on stream, and that will be a lot of fun. VTubers are always nervous when revealing their relationship, but chat is always just like, mine now. Well, see, that was like my preferred of the reactions. But yeah, I figured let's just get this out of the way on the second stream. I actually considered doing it during the debut, but then I was just like, you know what? This is kind of stressful already because I could tell there was more people in chat than I was expecting. So it was just like, okay, we'll save it for the next stream. Well, not just my husband, but also, you know, like the baby, because that's kind of like an awkward thing to drop. Just tell your chat, yeah, just so you guys know, keep an eye out because I might give birth on stream. That's always fun. That's, you know. You're crazy, but not in I want to date Renna sense, but in the I want to date Mr. Kosaka sense, motherfucker. I mean, motherfoxer. Our insert USSR, they're playing, no. Epic the Musical has been watched by all VTubers. It's a rite of passage, also fully a student project, so it's a free game. Oh, I thought it was a movie. Or maybe there was a movie and there's also a game. I think second stream is ideal. Debut is all about you and the character and content itself, but still before anybody gets new ideas. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, I think waiting was the correct choice. At least for me. It made things a lot easier. You have a baby? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I got a bun in the oven. Wait, I'm sorry, let me put the picture back up for you. This was a part of the reveal. Here you go. Enjoy. I'll just leave that there. You shouldn't drop the baby, that might hurt them. Damn. I would never. More fox juice the better? Exactly. Alright. We've been going for 3. Chat is pregnant and oh god. Oh, you know what? I approve. Alright. We've been going for 3.5 hours, which was much longer than I was hoping. Holy shit. Okay. Are we pregnant? Yes. Speaking of babies, definitely learn to swaddle. Okay, so Mama Kosaka is really based, and she knew we were going to struggle with that, and I was also worried I was going to struggle with that. She bought us special sleeping blankets that we don't have to swaddle, because they're like pre-swaddled, kind of. So based. Baby Fox Kosaka is going to piss on everything you love. Yeah, he's probably going to piss straight on me. If we do end up with a stream where I have to like babysit him on stream, he's probably going to piss on me and you guys will hear me screaming in the background. Oh fuck, he just pissed on me. That's kind of what I expect to happen. Based grandma? Exactly. My mom is so based. Gotta love her. Alright. Before we get sidetracked again, we're gonna wrap things up here so that I still have some energy for tomorrow. And we'll be starting stream at the same time. We will be on both YouTube and Twitch for the first part of the stream. But once we start watching Skibbity Toilet, we'll have to swap to Twitch only. I will do my best to get a local recording of the video, so that at least maybe at some point in the future we can do like a highlights version of the video. But I don't think we're gonna be able to do like a full recording of the stream, just to be safe. So yeah, tomorrow, same time, it'll mostly be a chatting stream while watching some videos and stuff. So if you enjoyed this, you'll probably enjoy that. We'll be literally shitposting. It'll be fantastic. I hope to see you there, but if not, no worries. Thank you for stopping by today. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys so much. My mouth is so dry and I am so tongue-tied. But this has been a really fun stream. Thank you for the throne gift. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the biddies. You guys are the best audience ever. I am so glad to see so many people stick around, so many people chat. I am happy to meet the new faces. I mean, everyone's new face. So glad you're back. I am glad to be back. And I'm hoping to figure things out so that even when we have baby Kosaka here, there is very little interruption to things, or at least minimal. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, bear with me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're tired, go get some sleep. If you're hungry, go get something to eat. If you're thirsty, go get something to drink. I am going to awkwardly sit around in the office for a bit, cooling down, because I'm pretty sure my dad is in his bedroom across the floor, and he probably heard some of the bullshit I've been saying, so I'm a little embarrassed, okay? talk to you guys tomorrow.